back up in here, man. Episode 53. 53, man. And I just felt the need of having to do it a little different this time, you know? Usually I'm bombarding myself, talking, me by myself and everything like that. But today it's a little different, yo. I got my mans in here, man. Before I even introduce him, man, it's a special edition. We highlighting an artist. Before I even go there, like I said, let me just give a little quote. We are what we are because we have been what we have been. And what is needed for solving the problems of human life and motives is not moral estimates, but more knowledge. So with that being said, man, let me introduce y'all. For those who don't know, I got my man, dude, artist, actor, producer, singer, rapper, philanthropist, all around a chameleon. He can do it all. I don't know if I left anything out, but ladies and gentlemen, KOCgo is in the building, man. Let's go. He is in here.
We here.
You are him and him is you. We in here, man. Let's go.
We're in the building.
Hey, man. First off, right off the bat, I just want to ask your name. Like, what is the meaning of your name? Because I seen it like as an acronym, with like the dots in between it. So does explain like the origins or the actual meaning of your name, if you can.
Yeah, the real origins when I first got the name. It's before I actually started rapping, making music. The name came from a town in Louisiana called Vidalia, and when you cross the river, you're in Mississippi. It's called Natchez, Mississippi. So it's called a Miss Lou area. It's like a junction, and I lived in Louisiana, but I went to school in Mississippi, and everybody rocked with me tough. That's my second home. Everybody rocked with the boy. They love me. I love them. And, one dude was like, he was just playing with it. He was like, yo, because he was from the Mississippi side. He was like, dog, I was talking to him. We had an intellectual conversation. He like, yo, you from the city, yo. He like, man, you a king. Like, you the king of the city. You know what I mean?
No, you that. You that.
Word.
I got
I took the abbreviation, I ran with it. So what it stands for, king of the city, God's offspring. You know what I mean? So I couldn't use God's son because of Nas. So like God's offspring.
Word. Damn, that's deep as hell. That's deep as hell. All right, so even just to even go further and piggyback off of that, you just pretty much told me you was in Mississippi for a little spell. So tell me your origins, where do you come from? What do you places you call home, your upbringing, your origins. Go ahead. If you can.
I'm from New Orleans, uptown. 11 Walk, man. Pretty cool family, bro. Musical family, for sure. My mama did it. 1, 2, 3. Three of my aunties did it. My grandma did it. My grandma was like a perfectionist. My grandma did it. My daddy did it too. He was a musician, singer, and stuff like that. So, I had an uncle that did it. My auntie husband, he did it, and I was just around it more, so much, and going on little tours and stuff with them. That right there, Katrina hit, of course. Wound up in the Miss Lou area. My grandma had a house out there, so I used to go out there back and forth as a kid, for the summer. So when I went out there, I just picked up where I left off with my homies, and from there came to Houston later on down the life in my life or whatever. So New Orleans #1, the Miss Lou area #2, and Houston #3 is what I call home.
Damn, so you got 3 homes.
Yeah,
jeez,
yeah, they love, man. It's love, man.
Man. So with New Orleans, as far as I I've known, like, like with the violence down there. Like, can you like tell me about the violence? Have you seen violence at all?
I
Go
mean,
ahead, man.
man, look, we see what we see, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. It's hard, man, and when we talk about it, we see it on so many different levels, what I'm saying, and stuff like
Mm,
that, with different things, growing up in that city. You remember like 94, 95, something like that. We was like
word.
the murder capital, probably I think like
That's
600
right.
murder. So and then this thing that would make it more dangerous, New Orleans was never a big city. We never had a 500,000 people. So
Word.
when you look at 600 murders in a city with 300,000 people in it, you know what I'm
Hell yeah,
saying? So
that's
yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So which is like that in a lot of places, but I can't speak for other places. I could just speak for the place that I grew up in, and what I'm saying, stuff that I seen, people that's no longer here that was
word.
kids with me. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So man, you see a lot when you living in that city. You forced to grow up real fast. You know what I'm saying? So,
Word.
you know, that's just the way it is. Like when mama open that door for you to go to school in the morning, you gonna catch a city bus. We ain't have
Mm,
no yellow buses like that. Like, you know what I mean? So when she opened that door for you to go to school, she just praying that you get back the way you left.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So,
mm.
it's something like that, man. We just have to look out for each other. It was a lot of us. We have to look out for each other.
So going even further with that, like, would you say you were affected in some sort of way with some type of like trauma? I know you have like a theme going with like anxiety and such, in those terms. Like, would you say the violence in where you grew up kind of affected you going forward in
Well,
life?
I'm gonna tell you with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of weird with me. Because when you
Mm,
when you see it so much, you get used to seeing it. It's like a part of the day-to-day thing. It don't hit
mm,
you then, but it hit you when you get older. Start realizing down the line, all them people that was killing and got killed look like you. You
that's
know what I
true.
mean?
That's
So it's
true.
more
Yeah.
heartbreaking than any like trauma because we was born in the battlefield. So,
Mm,
that it was normal to us, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So opposed to us just being thrown in there, we was born into it. So we had to learn how to maneuver and live a regular life in a regular childhood as much as we could. You know what I mean? So that whole city is a battlefield. It was a battlefield for sure. And like after a while you get accustomed to it and you don't notice it. You know what I'm saying? So whenever like I talk to people about like growing up less fortunate, we had enough to survive, but less fortunate compared to a lot of others. You know what I mean? And what it is when you in a situation, if you're in a current situation and everybody around you in that situation too, it don't seem so
mm.
bad. You know what I mean? Because you're like, dang, well, this must be normal because everybody I know like this. You know what I'm saying? So
Word. Word.
but when you get older and you experience life more, you're like, nah, that ain't what it do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So opposed to me going through it mentally at the time when I was going
Mm,
through it.
word.
Now it's like, damn, I really
I
ain't
can't
have
believe
a
I
chance.
went.
Like
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's one of
Yeah.
them type of things. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more motivation than trauma for sure.
So, what is the biggest misconception about New Orleans, do you think? Like, what do you think is the biggest misconception about like that place as a whole? Like, not even just New Orleans, just Louisiana as a whole. What do you think is the biggest misconception about like that area?
Um, damn, the biggest misconception about Louisiana. Because I will say this, like it's hard to say that. It's
Mm,
hard to answer it because like naturally people love Louisiana people everywhere we go. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think the biggest misconception I could say about New Orleans um, is that everybody the same. People think
Mm,
everybody the same. People think, oh, you from New Orleans, you must be like this, or you must be like that,
Mm-hmm.
or you know what I'm saying, you
Yeah.
done did this, or you done seen it, whatever. Like, nah, like
Yeah.
everybody ain't grew up like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
Just
you
like if
know,
it was somebody from like Chicago, oh
right,
yeah,
you
you
know what
from
I'm saying?
O
Like,
Block. Yeah, yeah, I
right, you know
got
what
you.
I mean?
I
Like,
got you. I got you. I
it's
got you.
that block. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro,
Yeah.
it's some cool areas. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, but other than that, like that's probably the biggest misconception about New Orleans. Mm-hmm.
So, you mentioned your parents like a little bit earlier. Like, talk to me about them. Talk to me about your mother, your father, growing up. How was it in your household?
Shit, man. That's a good man. Let me tell you, I was the youngest, bro. I was the youngest of my mama kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I was the youngest of five. You know, my daddy, he was out and about.
Yeah, like, yeah. I
Yeah,
got you.
he was
I
doing his
got you.
thing.
Word.
Cool cat though. So if he really was needed, he'll pull up. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
real cool dude, man. But my mama, like she was just a kind-hearted person. Like I'm gonna tell you, like you can see, like on my Facebook page, whenever I post something about her, just look at the comments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The comments be like, you know, Pat was, sweet and this and that and stuff like that, which nobody was perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
my grandma, so I was real close to my grandma too. Um, I think my grandma understood me more than my mama. You know what I'm saying? Unless I was just being biased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how I go. Like whichever
Whoever
parent
favors you more.
more
Yeah.
understanding me. You know.
Exactly. I got you.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my grandpa was there, man. Kicking it with him and stuff like that, and it was just it was a lot of us in that house, man. But we had each other. Like, we had each other. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Every day wasn't sunshine. Like we ain't had the best of meals, and I know what that brown bag full of government
Hmm.
cheese and a can that say pork with a pig on there that say
Come
chicken.
on now.
And, you know what I mean? I know what that's like for sure because we took that and we made some stuff out of that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, man. When your best meals probably be at school. You know what I mean? So,
Hell yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's cool, but and I tell people like with that, like if I'm able to talk to you about it now, that mean I made it. So I ain't
Mm-hmm.
tripping. You know what I mean? So,
Word.
yeah, that was how it was growing up, man. Like real spiritual family. Musical. We listen to music every single day. Some kind of music we listen to every single day, whether it was gospel, R&B,
Mm.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Word. Word, man. Dang. All right. So the influence of New Orleans in the music industry, as far as like, I don't know, I would say like borrowing is heavy, whether or not, what I'm saying, whether or not it's like paying homage, it's questionable. What do you think as far as like the borrowing and or paying homage of New Orleans music and or influence? What do you think about that?
You talking about everybody doing bounce music?
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, if you ever look at music or hip hop or whatever, it's
Mm-hmm.
always it's like time slots. Like this is the time when New Orleans music is probably the hottest it's ever been right now. With the New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
sound, shall I say, right? Sometimes like Atlanta had that sound,
Mm-hmm.
California had that sound one time, Drill had that sound. Like everybody have their little pockets, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
this bounce music, like of course, like think about this, bro. If you go somewhere and you be like, dang, like they throwing around gold like that, it's not it's just regular gold to y'all. Like y'all know it's valuable, but it's regular. Like, well, let me get
Mm-hmm.
some of that and bring it back to my people. Let me show you how valuable it really is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
stuff like it's something like that though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, like bounce music, the Trigger Man beat, that didn't even come
Mm-hmm.
from New Orleans. That's not a
Really?
New Orleans beat.
Huh.
Nah. That came from New York.
Really?
The Showboys. Yeah. We snatched
Wow.
that from them and just made a whole culture.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Wow.
didn't originate in New Orleans. The Showboys. You
Oh
can
no,
look
that's
that up.
crazy.
You can look that up.
Wow.
Yeah, the Showboys
Man.
Trigger Man beat. Yeah.
And then that just became wow.
You and that nobody never like nobody. A lot of people don't know that to this day. Like that came from the Showboys. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
And y'all took it and just flipped it and turned it into
Ain't nobody knew
something
about the
else.
Showboys. I mean, I ain't gonna say nobody
Wow.
knew about it, like period. But in New Orleans, nobody knew.
Yeah,
Like
nobody's hip
when
to
you be like,
that.
"Hey, that beat came from New York, yo." Man, no, it did. That's a New Orleans
Yeah, they're
beat.
gonna be like, you
Research
just
it.
hating. Yeah, you just
Research it.
hating.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Wow,
research. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's to even like go further on that, like as far as you talking about like with bounce music, I feel like at some point go-go music's gonna have that same like acquisition of
It really
like,
is though. It really is, and that's
you know
like
what I'm
go
saying?
go. That's like DC, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like it is. See, everybody get a turn, bro. Every
Mm-hmm.
if it's something, if you have something that's hot in a specific area,
Mm-hmm.
note this: it's the same type of people everywhere you go. So if you
Exactly.
have something that's hot in this one corner, I promise you, it could be hot in 1,000 other corners
Mm-hmm.
when if it's
Yeah.
introduced. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
like, and that goes for everything. Like think about it. Everything started at one place, and it
True.
migrated. Raising
True.
Cane started in Baton Rouge. You know what I mean? Now
Mm-hmm.
look at it everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
Everywhere.
people
Yeah.
like chicken in Baton Rouge. They like chicken out here. Like you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. It's our jobs to spread our gifts abroad or whatever. So we control that.
Word. So, as far as like, just like your background, just as far as like growing up, like your beliefs, like what was accepted in your household and what wasn't accepted in your household? Like as far as like maybe like religion or like a moral value compass, if you will.
Oh, Christianity. We was Baptist. Growing
Okay.
up, we was Baptist. You know what I'm saying? Baptist church. Sundays. My mom and them was a gospel singer. So, it was gospel singers and stuff like that. So we was Baptist, growing up, man. And that's what it was, man. It was that Bible, man. So, growing up, that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, that's honestly, growing up, that's kind of all I knew. I didn't
Compared to
I literally
compared to now,
right,
compared to
right. I
now.
literally do like nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
uh
I'm like, what is Methodist? Like, what is that? A school or something? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
What
Like, that's
is
what
what is Baptist and
you
all
know,
that? Yeah. Yeah. I
like what
got
is
you.
that? Like, you know what I mean? So,
I
yeah,
got
like
you.
that's what it was though. That's what it was.
Word. Okay. So going into like we are talking about music, and I haven't even asked you, but like your influences,
Hmm.
like where does it start for you? Like, does it even start with rap music, or does it start with like R&B or rock music, or
That's a good
where
ass
does it start
question.
for you?
That's a
Where
good
does it start?
that's a good question, bro. That's a
Yeah.
great question. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big R&B fanatic. 90s
Mm-hmm.
R&B is untouchable. Um,
Word.
the only rapper that I was really listening to is Tupac because I like the
How did
stories
I know
that he
you was
told.
going? How did I know you was gonna say
Yeah, I like the stories he
that?
told.
Word.
Look. I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't gonna say no names, but you probably
Okay.
know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
One of my aunties, I was introduced to Tupac from one of my aunties.
What?
She had a station wagon, and from the auntie that you probably at least expect. You get what I'm saying? So all
What?
eyes on me album. She had a station wagon. We used to be in a station wagon deep, bumping that Pac hard. Like
Wow.
we
What the
kids in
hell?
that thing. It's about 7 kids in the station wagon. We bumping Pac hard. Yeah, it's the first time I ever heard
That's
Tupac.
crazy.
I know. I know, but man,
Auntie,
like
auntie, auntie playing all eyes on me in the station. That's crazy,
that's
bro.
the first time I heard All Eyes on Me and Magic
Wow.
Johnson. It's the first time I heard those albums in that station
Wow.
wagon. Yeah, you know, but listening to his stories, like, um, it's things that last. Like my thing is, you can make good music, but you can make timeless music too, though. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
I would rather make something that's gonna be around for all eternity. And one of my favorite songs, like I have 3 songs that's the songs of my life that I have to listen to them every day. And one
mm,
of them is Tupac. I wonder if heaven got to get him. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I hear that record, it brings me to a place where when I grew up, watching my mama in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and, you know, watching my mama struggle, because I struggle with her. Her kids struggle with her, because if your mama's struggling, then 9 times out of 10, the kids gonna be struggling. You know what I mean? So I struggle with her. You know what I mean? And, you know, it was one of them things, man. Like, you know,
It's
it's
just
something.
always around you.
You're right. It's something,
It's
man.
always around you.
Yeah.
It's
So
always there. It's
Tupac,
always around.
and 90s R&B for sure. I started doing like poetry and stuff like that too. But yeah.
So do you remember your first poem? You remember what that first poem was?
I remember my first poem. I don't remember like the content in it, but I remember I wrote it to a chick.
Okay. Macaroni.
Yeah, I wrote it to a chick. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I had to do it. It worked out though. It worked out pretty fine.
I'm sure it did.
I was like in the 5th grade.
I'm sure it did. Okay,
Yeah.
then. All right,
I put it on
man.
my wall, and I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Word, man.
Yeah.
So, what does your body of musical art aim to say? Like, what is your mission statement with the music you make? Like, is it aimed towards like, hey, let me give them a message? You know, not being preachy or anything like that, but hey, let me throw the message in, or is it like half and half, where it's like I want to give you a vibe and I also want to give you a message as well?
That's, you know what, that's kind of what it is. Like, I always reference babies and vegetables. Like, babies don't like eating vegetables, so what parents do is they mix with fruit in it. You know what I mean? And now you're getting both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I know I can't be too like, hey, just listen to this. I can't be too much like Boy Daddy off Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be too much like, yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
furious, yeah.
I got to throw a little spice in there. I don't want to be bland. You know what I mean? I got to throw a little spice in there. So it's like gumbo, man. It's a mixture of a lot of stuff. As far as with like, you know, as far as with like the destruction of my own people, you know, I used to rap like that when I first started, but then I realized like, man, I'm not even on that type of time, yo. Like, so, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna be the true artist that I am, and that's why my art gets so much love and respect, because they look at it and be like, yo, he like that as a person, like that's really him. He's not faking it, you know what I mean? So and you can still reach some same clubs and same hood people, but you can switch your content up a little bit. So a lot of people coming up or whatever think that that's the easy way out, you know what I mean? Like, I tell people all the time, I ask people like, hey, you know, have you been to English class? They be like, damn, what you asking me that for? I'd be like, bro, like, why you rapping about XYZ? Oh, because that's what I see. I'm like, well, nigga, you ain't saying you see this. You saying that you're doing it. So
yeah,
I see you say, hey, I see somebody getting spent on, but you like, hey, I'm spending on somebody. So you're not saying that you seeing it, you're saying that you're doing it. So
you're saying
what are
you're
you doing?
participating. Yeah,
Right. So you being faking your messages. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like that. And that's my thing, which is music is an art. You know, you can paint whatever picture you want. That's perfectly fine. But don't be sitting up here talking about how real you is when all your music is fake. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you're going to be real, you got to be real all the way around, man. Like, you know, which I ain't taking. I'm not, you know, people make what they want to make, but I have my mission, and my mission is actually paying off the same way. Like, they'll look at mine and be like, nah, I don't think that they're whatever. Man, you'll be amazed. Cause like my fans, they really, really rock with me. You know what I mean? So, you know, and that's what it is. And I can perform at the same clubs they perform at. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got bangers too. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's why I'm at with it.
So as it pertains to like culture nowadays, like it's kind of like spotty, to say the least, to like, you know, what you're supposed to say or what you're supposed to do. So how do you go about like your writing process or your recording process, as you know, like as opposed to like what you want to say and what you shouldn't say?
You know, you gotta I live by a code, man. My daddy taught me, you know, lose the fear, win the war. You gotta be fearless. You gotta say whatever on your heart If you want to attack the government, attack them. Like, you know what I mean? You want to attack XYZ, attack it. If you want to make this or make that, like with me, with my recording process, believe it or not, before I get the beat, the song already done. Like, I literally do my song like in my phone.
You write it before you even get any type of beat for it.
Yeah, I write it first. Like before I even do anything. Like today, I think I did like 3 songs today. But what I do is I keep replaying it in my head, and then I start writing it down. And so now I insert the beat in my head. So like producers that work with me, they love to work with me because I make the job easy. I be like, hey, I want the beat to sound like this, bang, bang, bang. They be like, damn, I ain't even had to think about this. He already had it. And when they do it, it fit the song perfectly. Like, you know, like a glove. So in this phone right here, I think I got like 87 now songs. In my other phone, I think I got like over 100 and something. So that I haven't even recorded yet. Because I'm a songwriter too. You know what I mean? I'm a songwriter first. You know what I mean? So
in this day and age, that's like really frowned upon because everybody want to say, "Oh, I write my own." You know what I'm saying? I go in and I don't write none of my shit, nothing like that.
See, that's a part of that fake process. That's a part of that fake process that I was talking about earlier. You know what I mean? So you know, like that's what people do. You know what I mean? And that's why they got people like me. You know
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'll play the background. You know,
exactly.
Richard not famous anyway, but you know,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So, yeah, I'll do that all day.
So what do you say to those people who are like gimmicky? You know, they talk about this and that, and they don't do this and that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about those people?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This is my whole piece with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is how you got to make it out of your situation, you know what I mean? Then, you know, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? That's how you got to make it out your situation. Now, I just hope that you have something that's going to continue to go on after the gimmick is over with. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know, so, you know, that's kind of how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And like with me, I don't do trends. I don't do none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just be me. And what it is that, like, my personality is like the main ingredient to my music because my personality actually get me a little further. You know what I'm saying? My music is like the icing on the cake. The acting like the icing on the cake. But it's the actual person. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't have to do gimmicks because all my records, people be like, oh, that's him. That's from his heart. And it happened to be a fire record. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
You know, that's my whole thing, man. Like, you know, with the gimmicks, it ain't like, oh, they rapping like this and they making songs like this. I need to do something like that now. Like, nah, man. Like, you know, you got to go against the grain and you'll last longer. Because when the gimmick is over for one, it's over for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I do my own thing.
Exactly. So it's kind of like with like vloggers and all, you know, people who talk about like street stuff. Like me, for instance, I don't talk about street stuff because I've never been in the streets. I've never been in the, you know, in jail or anything like that. So why would I even entertain or talk about, you know, being in the streets if I never did that, you know?
You know, and I got to respect that. That's real to me because you got to understand, like, and I'm talking to the people with this. You got to understand, you know, you can't sit up here and be saying all that shit. And then when you get locked up for it, you talking about somebody ratting on you. My nigga, you ratting on yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dog. So, look, if you say, think about this, it's a lose-lose. If you say, I'm not doing it, I'm just rapping about what I see. So you rapping up, so you telling people that you seen somebody do this. So you telling on them now.
You know, technically that is, you know, ratting in the first place. So people ratting in the first place because you on record. Like, how you this big gangster? How, like Boosie said it best. It's like you cannot be a gangster and then be a rapper after that because it's like you gotta pick one. You can't be both. You can't beat a murder rap and then get on record and say, oh, hey, I beat a murder rap. Oh, I just shot somebody last week. Like, what are you doing? The police is on the internet.
Man, these police
people don't know that the police is on the internet.
These police is
they literally have a division for exactly social media and all of that.
Bro, these police get so many promotions off these dudes, bro.
Man, like, oh my god.
this guy's cracking all the cases. Because
I'm
they all
telling
telling
you,
on themselves like
man.
that's why I mean, you gotta love little Boosie, man. You gotta love little Boosie. He was
Boosie
trying to give
is
the
a
game,
character,
dog.
man. Boosie is a character, but I mean, he be saying a lot of smart
Yeah,
and
bro.
intelligent things a lot of times, for real, for real. He be putting people on game, but they don't want to listen most times. So,
Right.
just to piggyback off of that, like question I asked you earlier, does cancel culture help or hurt the entertainment industry? Do you think?
Cancel culture. Oh man. I mean, shit.
Take your time.
Look at me
There's
now,
no
boy.
right.
Boy, you
Listen,
asking some
hey,
questions, boy.
there's no right or wrong
Man,
answer.
like I think that I think cancel culture, I think it helps. The reason why I would say it helps, it's stopping a lot of that sick shit that be going on behind the scenes.
Hmm.
And it's actually giving other people opportunities that really deserve the opportunity, opposed to people getting opportunities from doing certain shit to get the opportunity.
Hmm.
You know
True,
what I'm saying?
true,
So
true,
now it's like
true.
you got this talented person over here that's a
Hmm.
stand-up person that stand on what they believe in, but you got this person over here that's half as talented, but they're willing to do whatever behind closed doors.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, like, when I look at it, man, like, cause a lot of stuff been going on, man, and it's been going on unjust. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
like, man, you gotta come on, bro. Like, I be hearing some stories, I be like, this some sick ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this some sick,
Hmm. Yeah.
like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I feel like cancel culture kind of like exposed like something in the entertainment industry that had been going on for like a long ass time, but
yeah.
they just kind of like pushed it out
Yeah.
into the forefront pretty much.
Yeah, bro.
You
Time
know
bring about a change, bro. Like
it.
you can't keep doing that shit, man. Cause you got some people out here that you got people out here like think about it. You got movie stars that was in bomb ass movies when we was growing up, and you just don't
Hmm.
see them no more.
Exactly.
You like, damn, what happened to
You
such
wonder
and such?
why? Yeah.
Right.
What happened
Oh,
to
she ain't won't do this, or she ain't won't do that,
him?
or he ain't won't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Like I saw like a clip earlier of I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Foolish, with Eddie Griffin.
Love foolish.
There's like a there's like a scene where Eddie Griffin is like in like a pitch meeting with like a Hollywood director or something like that, and they're like pitching to him to wear like a dress. And you know how dresses are synonymous with like some of our favorite actors and comedians and things of that nature.
Oh yeah.
And like they was just saying, oh yeah, you should wear the dress, what I'm saying, you'll get this x amount of dollars and yada yada yada. And he was like, nah, I don't think I can do that, bro. And they just kept pressuring and peer pressure and peer pressure and he's like, man, fuck this, I'm done, I'm out
Right.
this bitch. I'm not about
Right.
to
And see,
assassinate who I am just to
that's
get
the
a
thing.
paycheck.
That's the thing, bro,
you
and
know
that's what social media is so important at, because now you don't need them to get straight to the people. You can get
Mm-hmm.
straight to the people yourself now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So a lot of these comedians, they doing their own thing. They skipping over the middlemen or whatever the case may be. They using
Mm-hmm.
their celebrity, and they just and they just, man, like, you know what? I can get direct. I have 5 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
I could just put something
Yeah.
out and get straight to directly to my 5 million followers, like, and they gonna impact other
Exactly.
people. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what.
it's a
If you don't
true.
want to go through that type of stuff, bro, I tell everybody, if you don't want to go through that type of stuff, you got to put that groundwork in yourself. That's why
Mm-hmm.
people don't see me trying to run and get signed out, this and that, whatever, whatever, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm putting that groundwork in, and whenever you come to me, you coming correct. You ain't coming to
Mm-hmm.
no sucker. So that's how I am.
So theoretically speaking, you just said something about getting signed. Theoretically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
what would it take to sign you, or even do a distribution deal or anything? Like, what would it take to get KOCgo to a major? What the number got to look like, man? What the check got to look like, fam? What it look like?
What what
Huh?
the, what the check got to look like?
What the check got to look like? What stipulations do you need? Creative control, marketing. What does a record company need to get KOCgo if they want to
Um.
sign him?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, first of all, respect.
Hmm. That should
Um,
be the first. That should be first all the time.
respect. You gonna get paid. That don't be first most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
First of all, respect. You know how I am. You know
Exactly.
how I'm coming. I'm gonna lay that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't cross none of them lines right there. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That bag got to be hitting real hard like Tyson
Hmm.
behind his eyes.
I'm saying, cha-ching.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need probably, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. A cool 10. I mean, the minimum. I'll
Yeah,
do 10. Some people like, oh, you tripping, whatever. 10. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
People don't know how much it feeds when you.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Don't
gotta
go
pay other
crazy.
people. You gotta pay other
Is
people. So
it?
the thing is, like, freedom. I gotta have
Yeah.
freedom. I need everything dated. Everything that you said
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna do for me, I need a date on it. It ain't no,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm gonna do this, and you don't say specifically when you're gonna do it. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be waiting on nobody. You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna honor everything I put. I need you to honor everything you put. So everything you say you're gonna do, I need to date it. And if you breach your contract, then we gonna go from there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Creative control for sure. And
Word.
the main thing is what attracted what attracted you
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm gonna continue to do. So don't trying to get me in there trying to get me to switch up. I ain't switching up shit.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't no, yeah, we love you now, but we think you could be better by doing this. Why did
Mm-hmm.
y'all even, you know what I mean?
Like trying
So
to get you to do crossover records with
you know,
so and so forth. Yeah, I know.
so that's
I
why I'm like,
know.
bro, like, let me be me. Like, evidently the people love me, for who I am. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't even have all the numbers like people
Mm-hmm.
have, but I get more support than the people that be having way more numbers than me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got genuine people that, you know what I'm saying, that rock
Mm-hmm.
with me. Man, if you ever come to one of the stage plays I'll be a part of, you'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You'll see
Word.
the things be
No, I
sold out
believe you,
every time. Every time, bro.
man.
And they go hard. They go hard, man.
And that's not. We're not even talking about music right now. We talk about your acting.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's the stage play aspect of it. So I got a
Man.
movie that's coming out in August, man. So I want you to be that red carpet. We going
Oh
hard.
man.
Yeah.
I gotta come through with the camera. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? We
yeah.
gotta.
Yeah. Please do.
We,
Please
we,
do.
we, we gotta do this. We gotta do this again, and we gotta do it in person, man.
Yeah,
This
for sure.
don't. You know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah.
cool and everything, but in person will
The
be
prequel.
better,
It's a
man.
prequel.
You know. So what keeps you motivated and consistent on your journey? You know, putting out art like you do.
Because tomorrow not promised.
Mm.
The death of my mama, how she
Mm-hmm.
died,
Mm-hmm.
how she died, mainly. You know what I mean? You hear tomorrow ain't promised until you see it up close in person that tomorrow really ain't promised. You know what I
Word,
mean?
definitely.
So, my kids, man, you gotta look at it like, bro, like I want them to at least be straight. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If I was to, God forbid, if I was to ever meet my demise soon, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's just a real life thing. It's just a real life answer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to look at it. I stand on something. I stand for something. I stand for the betterment of my people. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
Word.
that keeps me grounded. Me helping other young men and me helping other people to open their eyes and me telling people, yo, like this shit that's been
Mm-hmm.
going on, that shit been wrong, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta fix that because
Mm-hmm.
this next generation, they gonna cut up. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta fix it now before
Hell yeah.
it get too far out of hand. Cause it's out of hand now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been out of hand. It's
Right.
been out of hand.
You
Shit.
know what I mean? We gotta fix it before it leak into the next generation. You know what I mean?
Dick Gregory told us this shit back in like 2014. He
Yeah,
said this is all gonna happen.
yeah,
So
man. And you see,
yeah, man.
it comes from, it trickles down. It comes from the people before us. Like, dog, like,
Mm,
I'm not gonna say that people failed us or whatever, but you
mm,
know what I'm saying? We have to do more than what they did. And the people behind us
mm.
have to do more than what we did. It gotta get better. As the generations go down, it has to get better at the same time. So,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? We go down to lift them up, you know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Mm,
And man, when I tell you, like, that's what my heart is, man. Like just the mental illness aspect of things and stuff like that.
mm,
Like, because that's something that don't get covered in our community. You know what I mean? So, and I'm just here to shed light on it, and I ain't fearful of anything. You know what I mean?
mm.
So I'm gonna talk about whatever my heart desire. You know what I mean? So, and that's just one thing that I've been seeing all my life that need to be touched on, and so that keep me
Mm-hmm.
grounded.
Man. So you said something about the type of music you want to make. Is there like a ceiling to the type of music that you want to make? You know, because you just said like I'm gonna say you know I'm gonna make the type of music I feel, and ain't nobody gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make the type of music I'm gonna make, and ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. So is there a ceiling to the type of music you know you're going
Now
to
I'm gonna
make?
tell you
Or
this honestly, I'm a better pop artist than anything. My best
mm,
music is pop music. You know what I'm saying? So,
mm,
we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a good listen one day. I'm gonna let you hear the
word,
pop side of me. Let you hear
word.
the poetic side and all that
Mm,
good stuff. And
it's
you're gonna hear
different layers. Yeah.
it's layered. And look, you were invited to the album release party too. It's a private album release party. It's gonna be on the 27th next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So it's a
Okay.
private album release party. I'm gonna send you all the specifics, and you're gonna see different sides of me in this one project. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Also,
I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna
yeah,
pop
for
out.
sure,
I'm
for
gonna
sure,
pop
for
out,
sure.
man.
And when I
Word,
tell you, like,
word.
look, I'm feeding everything, bro. I got you. Just know that.
Word. Bet.
I
That's a
got you
bet,
full of
man.
knowledge.
That's
You
a
know what I mean?
bet.
And
That's
yeah,
a
man,
bet.
like it's just that like I said, like I do pop music and I just love to challenge myself. So it's really not a ceiling. You know what I mean? Like I just love to challenge myself. Like, cause let me tell you this, right? Up in
Mm,
here, the ideas in here is infinite. We gotta
too
just
much.
dig in and pick one. You know what I
Word.
mean? So ain't no telling what you gonna come out with. So I just dig
Mm,
in there and I just pick one. Oh, that's dope. Well, let me put that down. Or let me do this or let me do that. So I don't even know what my next song gonna sound like. You know what I mean? So I just know that I feel it's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? And stuff like
mm.
that. So that's why I'm at with it. It ain't really it's not really no ceiling. I never in my life had writer's block. I don't even know what that feel like. And the reason
Wow.
why I don't have writer's block is because
Mm,
I'm not a one way artist. See, a lot of one way
mm,
artists have writer's block, but if you have the ability to tap into different things,
mm,
you maybe think about it. We have different feelings all the time, so you go off of what you feeling. You know what I mean? And that's when you pull out your best records. So
mm,
that's why I'm like, man, like I would 9 times out of 10 I would never have writer's block
mm.
because I know that,
Wow.
like, okay, you know what? I don't feel like writing like this. I'm gonna write like this today. You know what I mean? So
Word.
yeah, that's why I'm at with
Word,
it.
man. Man. So in today's music, you know, the thing that's hot is collaborations. Is there like you know it could be more than one person. Is there like any person that you would want to collaborate with today that you know is big in the industry right now, or even we could be talking about mainstream, underground, whatever, what have you. Is there like an artist or artists that you would like to collaborate with?
Yeah, for real. It's a few artists that I love to
It's a
collaborate
few.
with. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, Lauren Hill for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I would love to do a record with Lauren Hill. I like Nelly. I really like Nelly.
Yeah.
I was heavily influenced by Nelly. The Diplomats. I don't want just
Dipset.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want just
Yeah.
one. I want all
You
of
want
them.
the whole URL
Got
or
to,
the
man. I love
record?
to collaborate with
Yeah.
all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar is cool. I love Kendrick.
Yeah.
I would love to do a record with E40 and Too Short together. That'd be
Mm.
crazy. That'd be
Mm.
crazy. And plus, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-mm. Uh-oh.
This shit might be so far fetched, but I think it can
Uh-oh.
happen. When you hit it solo, you got my word on your show
Okay.
first.
All
You
right.
got my word.
All
I'm
right.
gonna make this collaboration happen. When you hit a song on the 27th, you're gonna be like, I bet you're gonna make this collaboration happen. I want to do a song with Jay Prince, and I want Jay Prince to rap on my song.
Oh, hold up. What? Who? Who did you just say?
I want to do a song with Jay Prince, and I want Jay Prince to rap on my song.
Hold up. Rewind back real quick. We talking about James Prince,
James Prince,
Lil J,
Lil James,
rap a lot,
rap a lot.
the boogeyman of the music industry.
That's what they call him.
Him. You want to do a song with him?
I want to feel it. I want to feel it. Everything they say, I want to feel it.
Listen, that I ain't gonna lie, that's left. That is so left because the only reason why I'm like so like whoa because like Jay Prince don't rap, so
listen,
you know
it's gonna happen within a year's time. It's gonna happen.
I believe you. I believe you. Any the thing about Houston is that like we have a lot of like hidden rappers and singers like that are just still undiscovered. So if there's anybody who goes after the hidden and undiscovered or like somebody who's been making waves, it's Jay Prince.
Right.
So I believe it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. Forget about believe. I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and like his daughter,
it's gonna happen.
His daughter showed me so much love, man. Ashley Prince, real cool. That's the homie too. That's the homie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you a story. Go
ahead.
So man, I'm in the house one day chilling. I'm out here. We out here. I'm in the house chilling. So I'm like, dang, like I just came to Houston. I've probably been in Houston probably about 4 or 5 months. So I'm like, man, you know what? I need to get my feet wet. And so who is better to wet the feet than Rap-A-Lot? You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
So I'm like, I need to find Rap-A-Lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So look, I'm talking on the phone with my partner. I said, I gotta find Rap-A-Lot. My partner like, yo, like, I don't know what you think about doing, like, you know what I'm saying? You may want to like.
You don't find them, they find bro. Yeah, exactly. They find you. You don't find them, they find you.
You feel me? So I was like, you know what? I was like, okay, cool. So I was looking up some stuff online. And I'm like, you know what? Jay Prince Boxing Gym.
Yeah.
Got the address, drove up there. I drove around 6 times. The gate was locked. On the 7th time, lucky number 7, blessed number 7. On the 7th time, somebody was pulling out. I pulled in. I don't know what to do next. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Like, okay, if it's
right, I'm happen, in here. Well, yeah,
exactly. I ain't even tripping. I'm gonna take my lick. I don't care about that. Remember, lose the field, win the war.
Exactly.
Wind up meeting his daughter Ashley.
Man,
real cool, bro. Man, the girl, real cool, real solid, man. You know, shout out to her. Shout out to the Rap-A-Lot kids. They doing their thing. And when I tell you, man, like from there, I knew, like, you know what? I'm gonna meet him. Word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna meet him, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get that feature, yo.
I believe you.
That feature gonna happen, like for real. I'm gonna get that feature.
No, it's happening. It's happening.
That feature gonna happen.
That thing happening, bro. Once that happen, your name gonna be all over this mug.
Yeah. Man.
Your name is your name is already all over the place. But your name, hey, you gonna be everywhere.
Right.
Texas all of Texas gonna know you.
I just want my people to be. I just want us to be fearless and really chase our dreams at all costs. But keeping your dignity at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, oh man, like that's my whole thing. Like, man, look, we gonna get there. A lot of people that I meet, bro, I be trying to like push and motivate, like, bro,
exactly, hype them up.
We gonna get there for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's go, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am, man. It's my nature. You know, it's my nature. And plus, my manager is his cousin, so.
Oh well, you already in the door. You're in the door regardless. You're in the door regardless, bro.
I do, man. And I ain't even rushing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. I like to let people come to me. You know what I'm saying? Not him in general, but people in general. I like to let people come to me, so, and I show them my ability. You know what I mean? So
exactly. Organically, like just kind of like with this, like I had been wanting to like interview you for a while, but I'm like, man, I don't want to come off like no begging ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to come off like that or nothing like that.
Bro.
It's just a thing. It's just how I feel sometimes. It's like I know people, but you know, I don't want to go just because they're a big star and everything like that, just because I know them. Nah, it has to be like genuine and not a like
We
love.
kicked, we done
You
kicked it,
know
we done ate food together, we done
exactly. We go back like
drunk
Cadillacs and
like
car seats.
dog, like
Yeah. I
yeah.
know. I know. I
That's what
know.
this like. Kind of, hey, look, this is what anyway. Okay, cool, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, so like moving forward, you were talking about just the mental health aspect, and I was thinking about just going everywhere with this interview, but I'm trying to like, stay in sections or whatever. So, the question is, do you have anxiety, and is it something that triggers itself out of nowhere for you?
Do I have what anxiety? You say?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. That shit be like, oh my god, like that shit be like beat me the fuck up sometimes, bro. But look, when I tell you, like, I embrace it, and the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I embrace it is because every time I come up out of it, I'm stronger than I was before I went in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I never let it beat me up. It's defeated for sure, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm a human being, and I love being a human being. I don't mind being a human being. You know what I mean? So when I tell you, like, man, like, it comes out of my family deal with it, bro. Like half my family, and I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about they deal with it bad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So cousins, aunties, uncles,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people deal with it. Back in the days, it was called a panic attack. You know what I mean? So before
Mm-hmm.
they really put a word to it like that, you know what I mean? And when I tell you, like, I'm like, man, you know what? I deal with this, so a ton of people deal with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to defeat it, and it's time to allow people and let people know what's really going on with them, and let them know that they're not by themselves. And we're gonna defeat this thing with love, and we're gonna defeat this thing with consistency. You know what I mean? We're gonna constantly be at it, and when we defeat it, we're gonna help somebody else defeat it. See, that's how the cure starts. That's how
Mm-hmm.
a cure with everything starts. It always starts with one, or it worked with you. Let's try another person. It working with them. Well, let's
Mm-hmm.
get it out to everybody now. You know what I mean? So, and that's my whole thing, man. Like, I'm attacking anxiety head on. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, man, it's been working. Like, if you see my DMs and stuff like that, you'd be like, dang, so many people be sending me like long paragraphs and about,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I have anxiety as well, and what should I do and stuff like that. Which everybody deal with it differently. I make sure I tell everybody that, hey, look, what worked for me may not work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody deal with it differently, but let's try different options and see what worked for you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, like, what help people win is knowing that you got other people fighting with you in your corner, and it can
Exactly.
motivate you to go hard. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to surround yourself with yes men and people pat you on your back. Oh, it's gonna be okay. No, 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 no. Let's
Mm-hmm.
make it okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be okay by itself. Let's make this thing okay. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
anxiety is just a world that's not real. Like my shirt, I have anxiety, but I'm not alone. So wearing this shirt
Mm-hmm.
right here is not for me. It's for the people that have it. It's a message for them. So when they read it, they be like, bro, where you get that shirt from? I have it too. I'd be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I did this shit in my line. Oh, man, I need one, I need two, I need three. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I get that a whole lot, man. I get that a whole lot, bro. So, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want people to be afraid anymore. I don't want people to have people thinking that they crazy. And no, man, everybody deal with something. But the main thing is, in our community, mental health does not get covered like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
We
Exactly.
always, if you notice it,
Yeah.
in the black community, we always had to suppress how we feel. Whether it was anger, whether it was
Exactly.
happiness, we always had to suppress how we
Mm-hmm.
feel. You know what I'm saying? The little boy crying, oh, shut up before I give you something to cry for.
Mm-hmm. Especially the males. Especially the
Right. You know what I'm
males.
saying? Or you're
Especially
supposed
as
to cry to be
males.
tough. You're supposed to cry, you gotta be
Yeah.
tough. No, let that kid cry, because crying is a human thing. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So now,
Yeah.
if that child holding that in, they're not gonna know how to react when they get
It
older, man.
shows it shows you're human when you cry.
Right, it shows you're human.
Shows
That's
you're
what I'm
human.
saying, man. It shows that you're
Yeah.
human. So, that's the main thing, bro. So we just can't, we gotta allow people to let emotions flow, opposed
Mm-hmm.
to making them keep them in. No, let that
Keep it
flow.
in.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Let that little boy cry, man. It's a
Mm-hmm.
reason why he crying. Let him cry. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's mindset is different. Some people is more sensitive than others. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
everybody trying to program you to be this one being. Like everybody trying to program everybody to be this one type of being. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
everybody different, man. So, you treat people based on who they are. You know what I'm saying? So,
So, how do you manage your anxiety and keep it at bay? Like, how do you
uh meditation, prayer, eating right. Eating
mm,
right is a key. Trust me.
very hard.
Eating right
It's
is a
very
key,
hard.
bro. Like, you know
Very
what I'm saying?
hard.
When they
Very
say
hard.
control what you eat, that's the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Eating right is very valuable. Talking to others, man. Talk to
Mm-hmm.
people. Be careful who you talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
some people come off different. But just talking to people and stuff like that, and just getting out the house, man. Like, you can't be bottled in. You got to
Yeah.
get out. You got to see the world, man. You got to see light. You got to
Word.
see love and stuff like that. So, that's how I deal with it and stuff like that. And it's working, bro.
Mm. Man, telling you, man, it's that type of like mental working on your mental is something it takes a long time.
Right, it
Takes a
does.
long time, but you know, once you
It's a
once you
process.
reach once you reach a certain peak, you make it. You make it.
Oh yeah.
So we live in a world where instant gratification is everything, and bad things shake and rattle the plight of society. How does your work comment on social or political issues?
Oh man. Oh man. Well,
I already know who you are mentally, and you've explained to you've explained to me, but you know this is for the show, so go all out, man. Do say what you gonna say, bro. Say what you gonna say.
um, put it to you this way, so I can answer
Mm,
you better. Give me a
mm.
specific thing.
Specific thing. Okay. Let me see. What's
Cause it's
currently
so
big in the
many.
news
It's
right
so
now?
many, and I don't want to be
Yeah, there's
all
so
over the
many
place.
things.
I don't want to be all over the place.
Okay. Critical race theory. Should it be taught in college, high school, middle school, elementary? Should critical race be taught in schools in general?
Um, um, it should be taught when kids are mature enough to know better.
Mm,
Um, when I was coming up in school, which some sick ass shit. When I think about it,
mm.
we was like in the fourth, fifth grade, and we was watching Roots.
What? What? You was watching Roots in fourth grade?
Fucking right, fourth, fifth grade. Hell yeah, we watching that shit. Hell
Oh
yeah.
hell no!
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. So
What?
what it is, it's like a conditioning. It's like a programming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Some history is better left in the past for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm Now watch this. If racism is taught, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Why allow these kids to see the shit? Like, why allow them to be like, oh damn, that shit actually exists? Why plant that seed in their head? Let's say today, we're gonna start today. If we
Mm-hmm.
was to cut off everything from the past, and
Mm-hmm.
every child that's born from today on back, and nobody told them what happened, I guarantee racism would die out. Because nobody would know that they're superior than the other. The shit is taught. If a white child and a black child is born together,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Hispanic, Asian child is born together, and nobody was to ever tell them what happened,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't be like, oh, I'm white, or whatever the case may be, I'm
Mm-hmm.
better than you. Because they wouldn't have that seed already in their head, like, yo, like, we superior, dog. Like, I seen what happened in the past, and I'm seeing what's going on now. damn, we got privilege, we got this. If we was to wipe the slate clean, and everybody was to be born on that same playing field, that shit would actually be over. But I will tell you this: trauma can be passed down as well, right? When you have these sick ass parents telling their kids that they better than the other child because of whatever the case may be, all that
Favorites,
shit plants seeds, bro. You know what I'm saying? It plants seeds. If we was to kill all that dumb ass shit out, and everybody was to be on one accord as far as with a race thing, if everybody would be like, yo, like I'm brown skin, you white, so fucking what? It is what it is. Then it'll be impossible for it to be that, right? I'm gonna give you another example. Let's say, for instance, if all the records of the past was to be lost, and all the kids be born, and nobody talks about the past, how would a white person know that he's superior than a black person? Where would that be possible? Because kids not born knowing I'm superior than you. That shit is installed. Like I'm not gonna say, look, I was born black and I'm inferior as far as with America, and I'm a minority. Oh my god, I knew I was a minority because I was taught I'm a fucking minority. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was taught that, oh, y'all numbers is lower, their numbers is higher. Everything that's going on is from a seed that's been planted. So if we stop planting the seeds, nothing will grow. Name one thing that'll grow without the seed. We got to kill the seed. I mean, not like kill them like bang bang. Like we got to kill the seeds off. We got to stop planting that shit. If people be like, hey, I want racism to stop. Well, stop showing people racist shit. Like, stop showing these racist ass movies. Like, stop showing all this crazy shit that's installing this shit in people based on a true story, straight slavery.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so sick of like white guilt tripping movies. Anything that has to do with slavery.
Wait, let me tell you,
I'm sick of that.
Look at the Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
Nobody paid attention to the bigger picture. Nobody paid attention to the bigger picture, right? We saying Wakanda forever. We doing this. We doing that, right?
Right.
But did you know that they was not going to release that movie if they didn't have some kind of white savior in that movie?
Yeah, I already knew that. Yeah. There will never be. I look at it like this: there will never be a full black movie that tells our story, without having to pander to white people. To be honest with you, like, there's a story of what's his name? Danny Glover's been trying to release a movie on the Haitian Revolution. And with the Haitian Revolution, there has nothing to do, there's no white people. It has nothing to do with white people.
Right.
That's why the movie will never he'll never get the movie off the ground, because Hollywood don't want to do it because there's no white people involved in it. So to say the least, us releasing our own movies in Hollywood is just impossible, because
what it is, bro, like,
you know,
we have to clean the slate, bro. This is my thing. Look, we can't. It's no gray area. Either you on this side of what's right, or you on this side of what's fucking wrong. It's no gray. It's no in between. People want to play. Now, if you playing in between, you're an enemy. Because you can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. We have to, in general, we have to clean the slate, dog. Like, if we want to continue to move forward as a country that really liberty, justice for all, or whatever the case may be, man, that bullshit gotta stop. Listen to me, bro. If somebody's racist, that's on them. If that's how you feel, that's your feeling. That's on you. But when you act out on it, that's the problem. Because
I don't know, bro.
We all feel a way. Think about this. Look, like, let's say, for instance, look, you could say, hey, I'm not with homosexuality. That's your feeling. Like, that's your personal feeling. Right?
Right.
Ain't nobody dispute that. But if you go around and assaulting homosexuals because you don't rock with it, that's a problem. Because understand this, we all not going to agree with the same thing.
Of course,
so if somebody walk around saying, hey, look, if they thinking in their mind, man, I think I'm superior than them, whatever, I can't help how they think. You know what I'm saying? But when they start acting out on it, when they start showing and start doing crazy shit, now, okay, that's a problem. What if I told you this? Some of the people that you talk to probably don't even like you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's just in general. That's life.
That's
That's
life,
just in
right?
general. That's life.
But if somebody physically show you they don't like you, what you gonna do?
Oh, it's gonna be it's
My
gonna be
point is
hell.
that. My point is that. My point. So you can feel however you feel. It's your choice to feel however you feel. It's your choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we was to go back to tribal things with our own people, some tribes may think that, you know, they better than the other tribes or whatever the case may be. Think whatever you want, but keep that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you come over here trying to strong on, we gonna get busy today. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, we have to clean the slate, dog. Like, we have to hit a reset button, bro. Cause the shit, that shit ain't working, dog. Like, it's always gonna be some crazy shit. Then another thing too, though, and I'm gonna keep it 100. We can't even start worrying about racism from them. Nah. We can't start worrying about that shit.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's about to get thick now. It's about to get thick now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't start. No, listen, it don't start with them. It start with us.
Our own racism.
Yes.
Our own racism against each other. Yeah.
Right. We have to fix us. It's like how we expect for somebody to love and respect us when they see that we don't love and respect each other. You know what I mean? Oh, they gun us down like animals. We act like animals all day. Look at social media.
We gun ourselves down.
Right.
We gun ourselves down.
Look, let's say for instance, in a year, 5 black people get killed by a cop in a year, a white cop, right?
Yeah.
But compare that to how many blacks get killed by their own every single day. Now, people will say, well, this is what everybody going to say. Well, white people kill white people and this and that. No disrespect to nobody, bro. Not my dog, not my fight. I don't have a monkey in that circus. I have nothing to do with that. I'm talking about, you know, home. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, which I know everybody, I get it. I mean, yeah, I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm like, dog, like, we got to, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like, we got to govern ourselves first. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to stop looking for people to come and save us, dog. Like, that shit don't work. Ain't nobody, they ain't save us yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how long you gonna wait? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody come save us yet. We ain't getting no reparations. You got people elsewhere getting reparations that ain't have nothing to do with, man. Look, man.
Like I use this as an example. Like for instance, Germany, right? The whole thing with the Holocaust and things of that nature. It's like if Germany can outright apologize to Jewish people and the ancestors of those people who were like fucking slaughtered during that time and, you know, went through those hardships, and then pay them reparations almost every single year, and continue to like just recognize that, hey, we fucked up. Why can't America do that? Just say, hey, we fucked up. We fucked up. Right. Here. Right. We sorry. We apologize. Right. To just continue to like remind us that, hey, we're sorry. We apologize. We fucked up. Not hiding it, not hiding a whole bunch of things that have to do with that, a whole bunch of evils that you did to black people for a whole bunch of decades and things of that nature, and then coming out later and later and later and later, and stories developing and saying that, oh, hey, this happened way back when, but you know, it was swept under the rug for so many damn years because America didn't want nobody to know about the fucking terrible shit that they did to black people.
Like Jimmy Lee Jackson. I was just looking at Jimmy Lee Jackson or something like that. I was just seeing him. You know what I'm saying? And civil rights activist who was beaten, shot by the cops, and died 5 days
See,
later. Then,
I
yeah,
would.
this came out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna tell you this. To answer what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about it, like when you say that Germany was like, "Yo, we fucked up," you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Now
Yeah.
watch this. When they started giving them reparations,
Mm-hmm.
they stopped killing them. They stopped the bullshit. They wasn't killing
Mm-hmm.
them no more, right?
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
left
this is
them
the way it
amongst
happens.
them
Yeah.
in peace and harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Slavery ended. We jumped out of that fire and jumped into another one. When
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
ended, jumped out of that fire and jumped into the
Into another
hatred.
one.
The hatred
Mm-hmm.
is still there.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
there. So it's still going on, bro. The shit's still going on to this day. It's just reshaped now. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Mm-hmm.
going on, dog. So with reparations, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. We would love that. But
Mm-hmm.
bro, they still
It
don't
ain't
give a
gonna. I
fuck
know it's
about
not
us.
gonna. Yeah. I know it's not
They
gonna
still don't give
fix
a fuck.
nothing,
Like, you know
but
what I mean? They're like,
but
see,
still, you know.
we treat it like, man, look, be thankful that we stopped that shit, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's
Mm-hmm.
how we treat it. Y'all asking for extra level. Be thankful we stopped doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, man, like, and don't get me wrong, much respect and love to the ones that's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I know some cool, some beautiful Caucasian people and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the
Definitely.
day, it's still a lot of them that's on that dumb shit, bro. Like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
bro. It's a lot of us on that dumb shit. It's a lot of them on that dumb shit. And I just, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm just fearless enough to say it. Like, fuck, we gotta get our shit together too. Like, man. Look, first of all, and I'm gonna talk to the people, men, black men, stop degrading our women, bro. Please stop doing
Yeah.
that stupid ass shit. Black women,
Definitely.
stop teaching your daughters you don't need no fucking man. This man, stop that shit. Man, that shit crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Daughters, if your mama tell you that, ask her how you got here. Bam. So anyway,
Exactly.
you feel me? You
Exactly.
needed a man, my nigga. Like, so,
Yeah.
man, it's like we the only race of people that degrade each other like that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
see nobody doing that shit, bro. Listen, I'm not saying it don't exist. I don't see nobody doing that shit but us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we go hard on each other. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, come on, bro. Like, fellas, we gotta be out here. Like, if all
Mm-hmm.
of us out here getting killed, if all of us out here going to jail and doing stupid shit, then who gonna protect our daughters? Who gonna protect our mamas, grandmas, aunties,
Exactly.
cousins? Who gonna protect these people? You know what I mean? So come
Mm-hmm.
on, man. Like, we gotta stop the dumb shit, bro. Like, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
man.
crazy.
Bro,
You know?
it's just like people don't pay attention until it happens to them. You know.
Right. Of
And I
course.
think it has a lot to do, it has a lot to do with that to
Of
me.
course.
Like
Right.
like
Yeah.
I don't get,
It's
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't
it's
give a
too many of
fuck.
us. Right. It's too many
And
of us that don't give a fuck. I always say that. I say
yeah.
that all the time. It's too many of our people that just don't give a fuck.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sad but true.
Like, do you think there's a such like thought process as the American dream for a black man or a black woman or just the race in general?
No. Fuck no. When that shit came about, you know what the fuck we was? Bro,
Ah.
hell nah. The American dream is y'all not slaves no more. Like I said earlier, be thankful that we not slaving you motherfuckers no more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, hell
Yeah.
nah. American dream,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
don't get
bro.
me wrong. Yeah, it's living in America is better than a few other countries or whatever. Depends on what
Mm-hmm.
you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, depends on whatever you like. So hey, some people like peaceful, earthy shit. So they may go into another country and think it's better than over here. So
Mm-hmm.
it depends on what you like. So when it comes to that type of stuff like that, man, like American Dream for us, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. In general, no. But some people they strive hard. They chase it and they get it. Like, I'm gonna be real with you though. You know what I'm saying? So it could be
Mm-hmm.
obtained. I'm not saying it can't be obtained. But you know what I'm saying? I think that when that came about, we wasn't included. So we just had to, insert ourselves in that. Some of us had to insert ourselves in that to be included. That's how I look at it. Because, you got a lot of black-owned stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they thriving. They doing real good. And I'm not going to say every white person is rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that's true. There
it's
are those ones in the trailer park and
right. Know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So, I'm like, man, look, we doing pretty good, It's probably the best time in history for us if we talk about economics and stuff like that. But because it's a lot of wealthy, rich, and people that's doing good for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we straight. We straight. I don't think initially it was meant for us though. Fuck no.
Of course not.
Hell no.
Niggas got picked up and they put us on the boat and said, "Hey, bring your ass, goddamn." Bring your ass, goddamn.
The worst ride we ever took, bro.
Man, bro, like, seriously though, bro.
Real shit, the worst ride we ever took.
Shit, we should have fell asleep on that one.
Yeah. For real. Can y'all please turn this motherfucker
on? Man.
We gonna have to fix this shit. Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man, like it's just like I think now with a lot of the generation coming up, like it's like now their eyes are more open and they have more accessibility to things, like to seeing like the exposure of things that have happened, not just with our government, but just, things that have happened all across the board in different countries with Black people. So I feel like they have more accessibility as opposed to when you and I was coming up and all we had was like history in school, and history, all history, all U.S. history is just, hey, white people, hey, let's sprinkle our Black people in here. White people, hey, let's sprinkle the Mexican people in here. White people, hey, let's sprinkle the Native American people in here. White people, and it just goes on just like that the whole entire time in U.S. history. That's all it is. It's just it's almost like a bragging mechanism to tell you, like, hey, motherfucker, we went over here and we took shit. We went over here and we took shit. We even came here to America and took shit.
Hey,
and we made it ours.
I got suspended from school for that.
Really?
Yeah. 5th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
tell the story.
Man, it was Black History Month. Which I don't kind of. I respect it, but I don't kind of rock with Black History Month because I feel like Black History Month to me is every fucking month. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we did shit throughout the whole year. Like, you know what I mean? So, I'm not. See, let me tell you this. Side note: I'm not one of them type of people. Well, what they call niggas. I'm not one of them type of niggas that just be like, "Oh, hey, I'm thankful that you gave me this." Man, you got me fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, no.
Yeah.
Don't even play on me like that. Like, I want what you got. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you got it, I want that shit too. So, but man, we in school, man, Black History Month, and I just had a question. I just asked one question, bro. I was like, look. I was like, so I said, it's a Black History book, right? I raised my hand. She's like, what? Okay, what's up now, Mark? I'm like, it's a Black History book to read now. She said, yeah. So I said, what are these events happening in this book? She was like, America. Asked me like I'm dumb. Like, America, like, duh. I said, well, why that's not an American history book? Mark, get out my class. Get out my class. Man, you're not messing with no dummy out here, man. Because see, this is the thing. You don't want us to be like included. You want us to be attached.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't want us mixed in. You want us to be attached. You know what I'm saying? We can detach out anytime. Like, look, we're not gonna put y'all with us in history books. We're gonna give y'all your own little piece.
Yeah, sprinkle. Yeah. Sprinkle a little bit here, sprinkle a little bit there. Yeah.
Like, no, come on, dog. Like, don't do me like that, man.
You almost like, it's almost kind of like, okay, so we weren't even the first ones who were slaves. That's the stupid part about this shit. Sure. Native Americans was the ones who were slaves before us. They
That's
was
real.
getting sick. They was getting sick when they was bringing them back to America. So they was like, fuck that. We about to go to Africa. We about to go get the niggas. So they went to Africa, got the niggas, and brought their ass back. And sure enough, this is, you know what I'm saying?
And this is
The
what you get.
civilization, how the civilization went is how it went.
Yeah, it's
So I
what you get.
mean,
It's what you get. Yeah.
it's a sprinkling. It's a sprinkle mechanism, man.
Bad, bro. Yeah,
Everything is a sprinkle,
that
bro.
shit.
Like,
It's hurt. It's hurtful when you think about it, man. And it's one of them things. But what really hurt me is that I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I expect an evil person to do evil things,
mhm,
so I understand what they did because they was evil as fuck back then. So I
exactly.
get it. Like you gonna do evil shit. Like that's what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But what hurts me more is that to to see how far we've come and for us to still do the same shit, like the same
Same
fucked up
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Redundancy.
dog,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, what have you like? You ain't learned nothing yet in all these years. Like nothing. Like you know what
Niggas
I'm
gonna
saying?
be niggas, bro. Niggas
Yeah,
gonna be niggas, bro.
it's it,
Shit.
it's 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 hurtful, man. It's hurtful, bro. You know.
Let me ask you, like, staying in that same vein, like, with like this new generation and all the accessibility that they have, like, if if like if this generation doesn't smarten up and like understand what's going on out here in these streets, what do you think? What do you fear humanity will become?
Oh man, we'll be facing extinction in America.
Yeah.
We'll be facing extinction in America. Cause you gotta look at it like if the generation behind us don't get it, we gonna be much older and they still ain't get it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So now if they don't get it, they having kids. So I know they ain't gonna get it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
and we could try to pass them to get to the kids, but the kids is their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna be a bigger influence in their kids' lives. So, you know, bad enough they said our numbers is like low as fuck, like 13%,
Yeah.
some shit like that. You know what I mean? And bro, like, you know, we gotta find a way to up those numbers. And one of the reasons is one of the things to do that is to, stop killing because when you killing a branch off the family tree. So that
Mm-hmm.
person that you killed probably would have had 3 or 4 kids, you know what I mean? Or whatever
That's
the case
good.
may be. So you just killed that off. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think that, what I'm saying, we do shit to each other 10 times as fast as what we would do to someone else. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we don't give each other a chance. Like we ready to take each other lives, but with everybody else, we hold up picket signs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I'm like, what type of scary ass, sick ass shit is this? Like, you know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
and you still, when you do that shit, you still showing them that they superior. Oh,
Yeah.
we wouldn't dare do y'all what we would do each other. Hell no. Like, come on, dog. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So, that's my whole thing. Like, at the end of the day, bro, if we don't get the picture, we gonna be extinct, dog. We
Man,
headed towards extinction, bro. If we
it's
don't get it,
always.
dog, it's over because the old folks dying out, the young people
Yeah.
dying out. They
Yeah.
dying out faster than the old people. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
all that's gonna be left is our women, man, and you know what I'm saying. And come on, bro, like
Yeah.
we just facing extinction. That shit hurtful, dog. Like when I be seeing that shit, like because they cloud our minds, like people get killed by cops and stuff like that, and they'll put it on
Mm-hmm.
the news all day. But dog, like if you really show how many of us getting killed, period,
Man.
man, like see they deflecting that shit.
Man.
Look, thousands
Yo.
of them getting killed over here, but we're not gonna dash you on that because we need this to happen.
Yo. I always say this. I always say that like they put black people getting killed by white people, like white police, on like the news, like it's like a sporting highlight or some shit like that. Like I'm looking at it like, man, there are tons and tons of black people getting killed every single day, and you choose to just single out the one where a white cop is shooting a
You know why?
like, come on, man.
You know why they do that?
Why? Money, of course, yeah.
It's a bigger story. Hey, look, give you an example. Hey, I'm Mark
Mm,
Farm. I'm KOCgo. I'm in a CNN building. Hey, y'all, I just fed 100,000 people today. Security, get this stupid ass nigga out of here.
Yeah, that's not. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
I just killed 17 people over there. Oh my God, bring the cameras. Bill, are you rolling?
Yeah.
It's a better story. You know what I'm saying?
Ignorance is bliss, and it's better. It's better marketability. Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look on Facebook.
Yeah.
Look on Facebook. Post something negative and post something positive and see which one get more attention.
You already know I'll be posting a whole bunch of stuff, so I mean, I already know what's gonna get liked more. That's the bullshit. Yeah, that's the bullshit.
Right? You know,
yeah, that's the bullshit. Yeah.
You know, it's
yeah,
more
man.
entertaining to people, man. So you know.
Yeah, man. Like, what would you say is the most traumatic thing that you have to deal with in today's society? Like, what? Like, when you wake up in the morning and you leave your house, what are you most like worried about?
My kids making it back home.
Mm.
My kids. My kids in general. I'm like, my kids, bro. I just want them to I want them to live a full, fun, healthy, loving life, you know? Like I seen how I feel when a parent lose their child. I seen how I feel when a child lose their parent. You know, this is the thing. When we talk about family trees and we talk about generations, you know, when you have a kid, when you have kids, they gonna carry you on. So when you transcend, a piece of you still here to keep going. Exactly. But if they transcend before you, it cuts it off. So I'm like, man, like, you know, just my kids, bro. Like, I think about like my little cousins and my partner's kids, and I think about all them, like, yo, they need to get a fair shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just so much evil going on out here, dog. Like, people stealing kids and, man, kids getting killed. Man, the dude just shot a fucking 6-year-old boy, Asian dude.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't be his daddy, bro. I couldn't be his daddy, dog. I'm letting you know this shit now on air. I'm airing that shit out, dog. Man,
of course.
Boy, ain't nothing I believe in, ain't nothing you believe in gonna save your ass from me.
Exactly.
I'm airing some shit out. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't be on the news and, oh yeah, my son was. No, what? Man, cameraman, you better get your ass around me.
Exactly. Like, there's a story developing right now of a and I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not the news or anything like that, but you know, I do from time to time cover stories. There's a story of a guy. I don't know if you've seen the clip, but it's a dude in court representing himself who killed his girl and his kids.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there looking stupid as ever, representing himself. Talk about, oh, the evidence will show that I did not kill anybody. I'm like, man, bro, you going to jail. Lock his ass up. What the hell? Yeah, they like to make us look stupid. They like to make us look stupid on the news and all of that. Like, lock his ass up, man.
But you know they got the cell. You know they got the cell with his pillow and name on the pillow and already.
Yeah, man.
They just waiting on this shit to be over.
Lock his ass up.
Yeah,
lock his ass up, man.
He already locked up. He don't even know it yet.
Lock his ass up. How you going?
I done see some shit where a dude starts singing in court. Like,
I seen that too. Just the most ignorant. They just boy, the media will show the ignorant niggas, won't they?
Oh, they know what to show.
Oh my God.
First of all, who released that camera footage in court? Who released that? That don't even supposed to get released.
Whoever that is, they probably got a cool little check for that, man.
What?
Man, that man was really sitting up there defending himself, screaming, and I'm like, but boy, if you don't sit your ass down.
Nigga said you sit down and go to jail.
Sit your ass, buddy. It's over. You do a 10. You do a 10 flat, bro.
Yeah, bro.
With a double digit on top of that.
Yeah.
God damn it. Sit on down, buddy.
Yeah, bro. Killing your kid, bro, man. You're not getting out of here.
Then they got the recording of his girl calling the police, and she just frightened as ever. I'm just kind of like, man, this shit is so fucking evil. And he's sitting up there being a clown, like sitting up there being a clown. Take your ass to jail, man.
Yeah, he a sucker for that shit. Yeah.
Take your ass to jail, nigga. God
Please.
damn.
They ain't moving fast enough, huh?
He done, yeah, not fast enough, man. He said our whole race. He said our whole race back about 200 years. I'm like, man, get your ass on, man. He set us back, man. He had. First of all, he had to have dreads. The dreads was sitting up like a high top fade or something like that. That's
Bruh,
first of all. Buddy was wearing a suit.
Like, man, this nigga all kind of crazy, man.
Oh my god, I'm just kind of like, boy, you just.
Yeah,
white
bro.
people just love to just put the niggas on television and shit, man. God
yeah,
damn.
They just want to pick
that nigga there, man. God damn.
Yeah, he's sick.
Set us back, brother.
He's
Disgusting. So, transitioning from that ignorant shit. Here we go. All right. Is there a God? Right? Is there a God? Or what do you think? Yeah. I told you I was coming with the questions, boy. I told you I was coming with the questions, man. I told you I was coming with the questions. So, is there a God? Or what do you think God represents? Messiah or spiritual being? Reason I bring it up because I wasn't born in the South, but I was raised here. Okay. And most black kids I know are taught about God and the Bible, the theory of a Messiah, or even a spiritual realm. So how do you define the God complex, or what do you think it represents?
All right. Do I believe that there is a God? Of course I believe that. And note that this is where the core, this is where it comes from. It don't come from how I grew up. It don't come from what my mom and them believed. It don't come from none of that, because I don't think that that's real. Like, I think that if you believe in God, bro, you got to believe in that wholeheartedly yourself. Can't somebody teach you how to believe? You know what I'm saying? Like prayers from the heart, right? Meditation prayers from the heart. So I don't say the Our Father's prayer, because that's a scripted prayer. I don't need you to write a prayer for me to communicate with, God. You know what I'm saying? I do it from my heart. You know what I'm saying? So what it is that this is how I feel. If we look at the first people to come here, who was the first people to come here? Who was the first beings to be here? How did they know to eat when they're hungry? How did they know to drink when they're thirsty? Who taught them? You know what I'm saying? Who taught them what this is? And hey, you can do that, or whatever the case may be. Our basic essentials had to be taught to us. So if we go all the way back, who taught the first people? You know what I'm saying? Or the very first people, how did the first beings get here? They couldn't be babies, because who was going to look after them? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, it's something that created all of this. And when I say God, I'm not going to sit up here and say God is a humanoid figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen God myself personally. So I can't tell you like exactly how God looks. You know what I'm saying? To the T. Like, hey, it's the being is whatever. But I feel like it's a being. It's a being. Now, whatever people say, you feel what a being is, then that's your personal belief, whatever a being is to you. But I feel like a lot of times, men, we we tend to want to put a face and a figure to everything, opposed to saying I don't know. If you notice, a lot of spiritual people, they're not gonna ever say I don't know. They'll make up some shit before they say I don't know. You know what I mean? So, like with me, I don't mind saying I don't know, but I'm trying to find the answers. You know what I mean? I don't mind saying that. You know what I mean? Because in the end, when we all leave here, we're gonna get every answer that we ever had a question for. You know what I'm saying? So, but when people say, "Hey, you know, you believe in God?" Like, yeah, I don't believe in nothing man-made though. You know what I mean? I believe in nothing man-made. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, hell no. Nah. Like, you know, but I believe in God, and that's out of respect for God. You know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, like he probably, you know, well, God probably sent messengers and stuff like that, and you know, that's cool. But I also have a relationship with God too, though. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's like the messengers or whatever, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? You tell me something that could better me or whatever. I'm not against that at all. But I also know that it's an eternal journey and it's an independent journey. Nobody can get someone there. You could assist, but you can't get someone to that level. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have to do it initially on their own. You know what I mean? So when when I look at God, bro, like people like, you believe in, yeah, I believe in hell, yeah, I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my thing is, who created all of this? How did this get here? You know what I'm saying? And this is my thing, bro. Nobody can fathom God. Whatever the being is, you can't fathom that. Reason being, your mind ain't that complex enough to even hold all that information in. But what man come in at is, man, like, if I don't understand it, it's not real. You know what I mean? If I don't understand it, if I can't make sense of it, I don't believe it. So this is my thing. Time doesn't exist. Time doesn't exist at all. Time is a measurement. It's made up. It's made up to cope with things. So for instance, if I was born on Earth and you was born on Mars at the same time, right? At the exact same time, people would say we the same age. But your age is based on how many times you live between the
Relativity.
Earth revolving around the sun, right?
Exactly.
So it takes 365 days, something like that, for the Earth to make one orbit, right? But it takes like 600 some days for Mars to make one orbit. So you'll be damn near 2 times older than me, but we was
Be
born
like
at the same time.
300 years old.
Right. But we was born at the same time.
Exactly.
So how would you be older than me if we born at the same time? So basically, they doing an age based on that. It's a measurement. Time is only a measurement. So think about this. They be like the beginning of time. The beginning and the end of something is appointed. There is no beginning. There is no ending. It's always going to be something before something and something after something. Oh, even if you go back to the start of the universe, right? Even the people who believe in the Big Bang Theory, right? Well, this is when the universe started. The universe had to occupy a space that was already there. Technically, the universe is already there. You know what I'm saying? Until the two atoms just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did the atoms get there? You know what I'm saying? So it's always something before something. You know what I'm saying? It's always something before something. So we can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying? We can't fathom that. So when I tell you, like, they be like, hey, the end of the world. The world's still gonna be here. We may not be here, but the world's still gonna be here. So it's the end of us. You know what I'm saying? So what it is that, like, that's why I say it. If you have a creator that have created all of that, we can't even fathom the creator if we can't fathom what he created. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell you, hey, how you make the earth? How was the earth made? How do you make water? How do you make dirt? We can't answer that shit. No, we can't tell you how dirt is made. We could just be like, oh, minerals in it or whatever. But how is it made? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, how was a tree made? It come from a seed. Well, how was the seed made? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like this. It's
So
always
many.
something before something. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always something before something. So when I tell you, like,
Exactly.
this stuff is so complex, right? But a lot
Mm.
of people don't understand. I heard that it's like over 4,000 religions in the world,
Mm.
and everybody believes theirs is the one.
Hey, but check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them religions have one piece that's important to the other religion. That means it's all the same shit.
It's
they
all the
all
same, right?
saying the same. They all saying the same thing. It's just a different name for each religion.
A different way, right? Right. And
They
see,
all
that's
got
what
a
I'm saying. That's
piece.
what I'm saying. Like,
You
that's what
know.
I'm saying. Like, when we talk about the God concept, I really believe wholeheartedly God is real to me,
Mm.
but I just can't fathom because I'm only a human being. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. See, I don't mind saying that. Like, I really don't mind saying that. I'm not gonna make up something, and I'm not
Mm.
gonna take something that somebody else said that probably don't make sense to me and start using it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? If somebody be like, "Hey, look, why are you a Muslim, or why are you a Christian, or why are you a Buddhist, or whatever?" Oh, I was
Mm.
born in that household.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you like so wholeheartedly, you really didn't find it on your own. You just continued
Somebody, yeah.
what was
Somebody
provided
put it
for
in
you.
your ear. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's a
Yeah.
continuation. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like I really stripped myself from everything years ago, and I had to find them on my own. Like, God, look, if you real, show me.
Mm.
Show me. Like, please, can you show me like you showed the other people that really wholeheartedly believe in you or whatever the kid, just show me, but show me in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, and stuff like that. And man, when I tell you, like, bro, like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, people would get upset. They'll get upset with me right now from saying what I'm saying, bro. They'll get upset with me right now. Well, no, you're supposed to believe in it like this. That's where it's fake at, bro.
Yeah.
If I just say, "Hey, I believe in it because you believe in it like that means I really don't believe in it." Like, like
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
where it's fake at. Like, my thing is, my belief in God is wholehearted,
Mm-hmm.
wholehearted. You know what I'm saying? And it comes from my life experience. My life is different from everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else. I could just speak for my life experiences. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
stuff like that, and my personal feelings and X, Y, Z. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm at with it, man.
I feel like, in a sort of way, like for me, I'm just kind of like God is in all of us. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's not a thing we're supposed to. I think with like the theory of God, it's not supposed to be something that's easily explainable, like at all. Like it's just something that is. You know,
Right.
just like water, just like I don't know, things everyday things that are in our lives. Like it's just what it is. It's there, you know. And man just has tried to flip and twist it into something of like I don't know. I want to say like making it explainable or understandable or in a monetary gain sort of way. Like I kind of put it in that aspect of things when it comes to like how people try to like with every religion and everything like that. It's just kind of like it's God is not it's not explainable. It just is.
And
You,
see
you
that and I respect that because that but see like and like that's where I was getting at. That's why I was like, bro, it's real complex. Like it's not
hmm
something that your mind
It's
could
not.
fathom.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if you look at water, right?
hmm
Look at how simple look at how simple water is.
Yeah.
But can't nobody tell you how to make that shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look how simple it
Like.
is. It's simple because we see it all the time.
hmm
Nobody can tell you how to make that shit. Like, you know
hmm
what I'm saying? Like, people like,
Exactly.
damn, bro, like, yeah, it's simple. The water you drinking is old as hell.
Yeah.
That water, like, billions of years old we drinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? But,
Exactly.
and that's the thing, like, it may be filtered or whatever the case may be, but it's still old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's been
Yeah.
here. It's been here
Yeah.
before we was born. You know what I'm
All
saying?
these
So my thing
seas
is,
and
like,
oceans and shit. Yeah.
that shit been here. Like, you
They've
know what
been
I'm saying?
here. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, bro, like, that's why I tell people, like, bro, you know, God is complex. Like, you know, it's you can understand, it as much as you can,
Mm.
but will you understand everything about it? Knowledge is an eternal journey, dog.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think about it from a brainwash perspective. This was laid out for me. Study this. Bam, there you have it.
Mm.
So you telling me all of us gonna have a one track mind?
Nah, man.
So all of us gonna believe in the exact same thing, the exact same way?
It's too much. It's too much to understanding the complexity of God. Like it's not. It's not. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not. I don't even think it's something you can just read. You can't read it.
You can't. That's
It's a
what I'm saying.
thing. It's a thing you'll pretty much be going after like for your whole entire life trying to figure out. Like
And that's what I'm
it's.
saying. Like, cause you always want to be a student,
Mm-hmm,
a starving student. You always want to learn. Our minds, the food of our minds is knowledge. That's
mm-hmm,
why we get upset when we can't figure something out,
yeah.
because we want to know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm,
always want to know. We not the generation of shut up, do what I say, don't question it. And
mm-hmm,
in your heart, you know it may not be right. Like, you know what I mean? You're
mm-hmm.
like, yo, like, nah, that don't seem right, dog. I don't know about that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? We live in a
Yeah.
information age. You like, I don't know, dog. Like, that don't seem right. And we
Mm-hmm.
ask questions. But a lot of
Exactly.
people, but we're young. And I'm happy to say I do. Because at the end of the day, I'm still finding God. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing it's a
Mm-hmm.
journey.
Yeah.
Think about this, bro. Anybody that somebody believe in took a journey.
True. Yeah.
They all took a journey. It's a journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, all these stories that we hear, a journey is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was born just knowing everything. And from a baby, there was a whatever. They took journeys. They acquired knowledge on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the whole thing. That's why I'm at with it, man. Like, you know, and I'm not taking no neutral standpoint. This ain't no neutral answer. This is just how I
Mm-hmm.
feel because, like, you know, it's going off of what history shows. And you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when we look at history, when we look at history and we add this to it, you be like, yo, like,
Yes.
yo,
It's even more. It's even more thinking to do.
you're
Yeah.
like, yo, hold
It's a
on,
lot more.
buddy.
Yeah. It's a lot more to look at. Yeah.
Right. And that's what I'm
Definitely.
saying. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's what my heart is with it, bro. Like, you know, I pray, I meditate, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I try to get better. I try to become more of a whole person. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't want my mind to be in fragments. And I try to do all that, man, because I feel like this. If I want to be a teacher or a leader, I gotta be right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be trying to teach people and I have a broken mind and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what it's all about, man.
Word. So even like just like simple question here. Like, bro, do you think we're in like a simulated environment? Like, do you think we're in a matrix? Does the matrix exist to you? Like, tell me, man. Let me know.
Oh my
Let me
gosh,
know. Yeah,
no,
I told you.
no.
When we before we started, I told you I was coming with him. I was coming with him. So yeah, yeah, man. I
Oh
told you I
snap.
was coming with it, man.
So wait.
I put the God. Yes, I put the God question next to the Matrix question.
Look at
Yes,
what I'm saying.
yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. Yes, yes, I did. Yes,
Oh
I
my
did.
god.
I
Hold
did. Yes, I did. Yeah,
on.
I put it right next to it. Yes, I did. Yes, yes.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm glad you did that because that could also be a part of the complex of
Mm-hmm.
God, of course, because we don't know what if we are. What if that's a
Mm-hmm.
part of what God have going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if I keep
Mm-hmm.
on? What if I want to keep you coming back to get it right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I want to keep? What if I want you to just keep coming back until you get it right? You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of sort of like I don't know if you've ever watched that movie The Truman Show with
Yep.
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
It's kind of like that. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like one day you'll get it.
Yeah,
One
look,
day you'll get it. It'll
it
snap.
could be, bro. Like, cause they had another movie with Tom Cruise like that, and
Mm.
he was like in a world where he kept dying from these alien creatures, and every time he died, he learned something, and he knew what
Mm.
not to do. So he'll die, he'll come back
Exactly.
again, and he'll
Yeah.
go to that same war, and he'll get further, he'll get further, he'll get further. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna tell you, like when I seen the movie The Matrix, man, I was like, damn, this shit came from somewhere.
Yeah.
This shit came from
Definitely.
somewhere. Like these movies be coming from places, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, you could look at it as face value, or you could look at it like this: like a lot of us caught in the Matrix right now.
Of course.
Think about
Definitely.
it. Our
Yeah.
minds is becoming more computerized.
Mm.
Look at social media.
Yeah.
Social media is the place where the most, if this a word, the most unorganic place you could be on is social media, because it's a world that's not real, but it
Yeah.
allows you to live whatever life you want, and that is the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like,
Can
you know
you
what I'm
just
saying?
like I hate to interrupt you. I'm so sorry, but like, can you just imagine from like the time where we come from, where there was no cell phones, and like, bro, yeah, there was computers, but like it wasn't like as like prevalent as it is now. Like it wasn't like a cell phone wasn't as important as like being at home and using the landline, or
Bro,
like even like GPS, bro. Just back when we were like younger and our parents was like able to get somewhere without a GPS, and it was like word of mouth, like, bro, and then we come fast forward to this era now, and like
yeah. And
GPS
see,
is
look,
like
what it
the
is,
whole thing.
technology in a lot of cases, technology helps but hurts, because technology
Mm.
takes the humanity away from you. So
Yeah.
now we don't have to
Yeah.
develop muscle memory to travel somewhere. We can just put it
Yeah.
on a GPS and it'll do the traveling for us. You know what I'm saying? All we got
Exactly.
to do is just get there. So
Exactly.
whenever think about it, like remember when we'll ask somebody, you know, your mama could be driving, she could be like in the middle where y'all going, ask somebody, hey, how you
Mm-hmm.
get here? Yeah, look, go all the way down there, you're gonna see that exit, take that exit,
Mm-hmm.
make a left, go 5 blocks down, make a right, and it's gonna be right there. You know
I
what I'm saying?
always wonder how my mother used to get around when I was younger.
All
Like
right.
there was no.
Trial and error, bro. It was trial and error. It was trial and error.
Yeah.
Getting lost. You know what I'm saying? Getting
Yeah.
and look, landmarks, knowing where you at. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And when I tell you, bro, like, you know, people get online. You could take $100, $200 bills. And you could take $300 and look like you got a ton of fucking money. You can put a
Mm-hmm.
$100 bill on each side of $100 in ones, and
Yeah.
put a rubber band around it, and be like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting it.
You can get prop money. You can get prop. You can order prop money and
I was just
just.
looking, bro. I was just looking at prop money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mia X just posted prop money on her page. She was like, look, you
Yeah.
can buy prop money and look so real. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yes, you
Like, you
can.
know,
Yeah.
bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like social media, it allows us to live the life that we can't live in person. Because some
Mm,
people would rather look wealthy than to be wealthy.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like, hey, I'm gonna take my last $1,000, go blow that shit in sacks and buy an outfit that costs $1,000, post it online. I gotta eat from the dollar menu for the next month. But hey,
mm,
nobody gonna see that though, but they gonna see this outfit.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So
Exactly.
I just try to not be in that realm. So does the Matrix exist? Yeah, the Matrix exists. For
Mm,
sure it does. For sure.
word. Word.
Hell yeah.
So, um, like, what do you think people get wrong about mental health right now? Because, like, in my opinion, I think it's too easy to like manipulate people with even just saying mental health. There are people out there that are profiting off of the ideology of mental health and what it stands for. People who do music or write books or do television or movies because it's marketable.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood is doing what they've done to certain groups now, to the mentally disturbed. So what do you think people get wrong about like mental health? Because like mental health, of course, is like trendy, like right now in these times now.
Right. Um, I think that what we get wrong about it is it's more sensitive than what we think it is. Because
Mm,
a lot of people that's doing what you're saying,
right.
they figure they don't have mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So they capitalize off the people that actually has it. You know, like my thing
Mm-hmm.
is somebody that don't have mental health issues can't guide someone who has it because you're not even familiar with it. You don't even know what the fuck going on. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now if you had mental health issues and you conquered it,
Mm-hmm.
you would be more of a candidate to guide people that's going through it now. That's like somebody who never been to war telling you how to go to battle. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, bro, you never even had a fist fight. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what the
Yeah.
hell are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, like that's where I'm at with it, bro. Like a lot of people, they just playing on it, dog, and they don't know how sensitive it is. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's where they're getting it wrong at because like it's a real thing. People can't sleep at night. People committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? People doing all these things because they mind think differently. And another thing too though,
Mm-hmm.
and this to get a little deeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who controls what's normal? Who made normal?
Or even better yet than that, what is normal?
What is normal?
What is
This is
normal?
the crazy. This is the crazy part. The same people that said shit like that, that the same people that says like in between this and this is normal, but outside
Mm-hmm.
of this, you slow. On this side, you have ADHD or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
this and this is normal. But hey, y'all, everyone is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's kind of like a contradiction, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you telling us everybody different, but you telling
Mm-hmm.
us in between these brackets is normal. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like wanting everybody to have a one track mind.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Think about it. Some people get it faster than others. You know, just because this person act out like this, maybe this person need a little guidance or whatever the case may be, to where this
Mm-hmm.
person can be cool and not do this or whatever the case may be. Because everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I talk to people about, like I told you earlier, when I talk to people about anxiety, everybody deal with it in a different way. So I can't
Mm-hmm.
come to everybody saying the same thing. I gotta
Exactly.
see how you are as a person first. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have a conversation. And I need to
Exactly.
see where your mind is, I need to see where your heart is. And then we can go from there. And then we can
Mm-hmm.
get the antidote. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like snake venom, the antivenom. You know what I mean? And you know, they mix it up differently for different people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What work for you may not work for me. So, you know,
Exactly.
that's the whole concept, the misconception of um mental health. Everybody mental health is different, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
when people say mental health, they kind of put it all in this bubble. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And mental health come in so many different ways. Like, you know, seeing stuff and going through stuff and stuff like that. And you will have somebody who probably grew up in the suburbs who never dealt with none of this shit.
Hmm. I'm
Gonna try
telling
to
you.
tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? You like, what the hell? You know, so yeah,
Exactly.
bro, like,
That's a testament to a podcast I'm gonna do. What is it, next week, in which I'm gonna be talking about black kids who were never born or never even experienced the hood at all, you know, or those black kids, kind of sort of like myself, who talk white. You know, I'm gonna do a show about that. So it's kind of that's kind of a little bit like what just touching on what you just said just now, because like it's definitely an array or an amount of like black children whose parents move them from a certain area and move them to the suburbs, and all they experienced throughout their life was the suburbs. They ain't never been in the ghetto or been in the hood or nothing like that. So yeah, it's definitely it's definitely something like that.
I'm gonna tell you this, and that's a good thing, bro, because your parents did what they had to do. They did what they supposed to
Exactly.
do. You feel me? And see, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate that shit when people be on some old, oh man, you don't know about this and that. This man, I don't look
Mm-hmm.
half the shit I know about. I don't want to know about. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, come on now, like, they make it to where just because you black, you have to be a certain fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, dog. Like, you serious? Like,
Yeah.
look at all these gangster rappers and shit like that. Murder, murder,
Mm-hmm.
kill, kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
They children going to private school. They children going to the
Exactly.
suburbs.
Yeah. But hold up, but what's crazy is 2 Chainz went to college, right? It's
Right.
a bunch of rappers who went to
Plies.
college.
Plies went to college.
2 Chainz went to college. Plies went to Ice Cube went to college, and he was spitting all gangster raps. So it's kind of like, why am I getting? You know what I'm saying? Why am I getting? You know, slandered for talking white, and even more than that, how the hell did we just fix our face to say that talking proper belongs to white people?
Right.
Come on
Right.
now, that's
See, and
crazy.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a whole, that's a thing of um like looking at them as they superior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back to that. Yeah, back to
You
that
know what I'm saying?
same thing
That's
that
the
you said.
thing.
Yeah,
Looking at them as being
yeah,
superior. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like, because think about it, that shit come away from slave times. Our English
yeah.
was broken like a monk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
and that's my whole thing, bro. Like, man, growing up where I grew up at, man, like I'm gonna be real with you, man. My kids ain't gonna ever see that shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not if I can help it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, man, look, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little hood and this and that because I
Yeah.
was there. My kids not gonna be there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I ain't doing that shit, man. I don't,
Yeah, that's kind of sort of like me. I grew up in I grew up in A Leaf. I grew up in Fondren. Those are we grew up in rough areas, but my mother
Fondren. Oh
got
man,
us up out of there.
yeah,
Got us up
Fondren.
out of there and moved us into a suburban area. I can't be mad. I can't be mad about that. You can't be mad about somebody's parents wanting to move them somewhere safer so they
Right.
can grow up and become something versus if they stayed in that uh, 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 crazy environment,
It would turn out how
what
they would
they're
have turned out.
statistically
Right.
able to become. So it's
Right.
like it's crazy.
Hmm.
The way this generation is, man. Like, ugh.
Yeah. They want you to have a one track mind, bro. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we ain't, we too smart for that. We ain't doing that.
exactly, exactly.
Too smart for that shit. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know the temperature and what you want in life, so it's like whatever is comfortable for you, you should go do.
You
Fuck what
fucking right.
somebody
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, bro.
You
Gotta
know.
be a general, man. Gotta be a leader, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I ain't, cause I grew up like, man, you know, I grew up where I grew up at in a certain way and XYZ and stuff like that, but
Mm.
I didn't let that dictate what I was gonna be.
But see, it's almost like they want to like use it like, oh, it's a medal of honor or something like that, like you live there or something like that. Okay, I live there, but it's not.
Like,
I'm
but
not proud of that. you know
that's the bullshit. Like, that's the stuff that keeps us getting murdered and stuff. You
mm.
know what I mean? That stuff right there. Cause think about it, a lot of even artists and stuff like that lost their life because they successful, but they back in the hood. Like, what are you doing?
Mm. Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just like it's people that love you, it's people that hate you too. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
and I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, the suburbs is 100% safe and this and that. But if we
Yeah,
go
they
off
have their
statistics,
yeah,
you know
they
what
have
I'm
their
saying?
shit too. Yeah, they got their
Right.
shit
You know
too.
what I'm saying? So, certain issues I would rather not deal with no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like you said. It's just like you said, like when we were just talking about like statistically speaking, like what's more marketable, like hey, the nigga on television versus like hey, somebody in Katy or Sugarland or
Yeah,
Pearland
what's more
fucking
marketable? Bro,
running
look,
drugs or something like that.
our neighborhoods and our life is a fantasy for these people. Cause
Mm.
they're like, oh shit, like how they surviving that? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at their kids and stuff like that, their kids not singing no Justin Bieber like that. They kids singing some Migos and all this and all that
Yeah,
because
Jeezy and
you
shit.
feel me?
Yeah,
It's a fantasy to them. Oh my God, this guy did what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you
yeah,
gotta look
yeah,
at it like it's like
yeah.
watching a movie. It's the same thing. It's like watching a movie, bro.
Mm.
Real shit.
Basically, yeah. Um. So, at what point are we good enough? Like, when are we self-improved enough to accept ourselves?
At what point are we good enough? Never.
Of course.
Never.
The,
Never.
the reason why I accept that is because the mantra of nobody is perfect.
Right.
So
Right.
if nobody is perfect, then it is what it is.
Right. Because you always have to self evaluate yourself, self evaluate, sharpen your skills. There's always something you can
Hmm.
work on.
Yeah.
You're always gonna learn something, and time is gonna always advance. Things gonna happen, and time is gonna always pass. So if you feel like okay, look, I'm good now. Okay, cool. Well, guess what? 10 years from now, time is going to be different. 5 years from now, time is going to be different. So
Hmm.
you were good in this time, you know what I'm saying? But the next time, everything going to be different. So you always adapt. You always adapt. Like whatever don't evolve will wither away eventually. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So you always have to evolve. You always have to adapt. So you're never really good enough. You're
Hmm.
never really good enough.
Yeah. No. Nobody's perfect. So it's it's
No.
it's almost it's almost like its own like oxymoron of a question. I don't even know why I asked that question, but I had found it and I was like, shit, let me
That
ask.
was a good one. Shit, you
Let me
almost
ask.
got me though.
Let me ask.
It almost worked. It almost worked. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. It was a foul. Like how
Hey.
you slid it in there too.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. But look, let me
Ah.
tell you something. Like your interview, bro. Like I really be like,
Mhm.
what are you gonna ask next? Like,
Yeah. Trust me. I'm just very optimistic about what you're gonna say when I ask you this shit, and then sometimes I'll be like, should I have even put that shit on there, man? Like I don't
it's
even
fun.
know.
See, look, the good thing about interviewing me, bro, is I really don't give a fuck. Like, I
Yeah.
really
Yeah. I
because
got you.
a lot of people be want to be politically correct so bad
Hmm.
because they don't want to offend people. I'm like, bro,
Hmm.
whatever you answer is gonna offend somebody. I
Yeah.
don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
is. Can't please
Yeah.
everybody, bro.
I'm not trying to twist nobody's arm or nothing. I just thought, hey, I should ask. I should ask less bullshit questions. Because whenever people do interviews, it's just like you motherfuckers be wanting to get into people's personal life and ask them about, what I'm saying, who they fucking and all that other shit. Is like that
Cause
doesn't
you know
really
what? I'm gonna tell you
matter,
this.
you know?
I'm gonna tell you this shit, bro. Like, it's a business, and the
Mm.
reason why I respect it is because you're gonna have some stupid ass niggas that's gonna answer that shit truthfully.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
I'm
what I'm
I'm
saying? Like,
probably yeah. I'm
you be
probably going
like,
to
bro,
encounter that
like,
shit. Yeah,
and then they gonna
yeah.
turn around and be like, "Oh, you ratting on me," or you, bro, you just ratted on yourself. Like,
Exactly.
are you serious?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Yeah,
why when you
man.
like, yo, like, then I see like crimes and murders. I'm like,
Yeah.
uh,
Did I? Yeah,
uh, uh, I
I ain't
didn't
gonna
know
say no
about that, sir.
names. I ain't gonna say no names, Don't
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
didn't
you
know
to
about that,
incriminate
sir.
yourself, but just you
I
know.
heard that Boosie. Lil Boosie was the first person that told Vlad, "Oh, I ain't talking about no murders. I ain't talking about no bodies. I
Yeah,
ain't see no bodies."
I ain't heard nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Yeah.
What you talking
Nah.
about?
He
gonna ask you,
Yeah. Of course.
when did you see your first murder? I never seen a murder,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
never seen one.
Exactly. That's why. See, but that's what I go back to as far as like talking about street shit because, like I said, I'm not street. And I'm not gonna put it out there to ask nobody about, you know what I'm saying, said, this and that over here, or that and that over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask about it. I'm just leave it alone.
Yeah, man.
If I should ever
I
come
got some
in,
I got some crazy family members, so I damn sure can't
you
answer some of
know,
that shit.
no, it's cool.
I
It's
mean, not yours,
cool.
but like in general, because a lot of people ask me about certain things, like, "Yo,
Yeah,
you ever?"
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been
You
to
just
church
kind
every
of,
Sunday.
yeah.
I
You
used to,
just,
I used to go to church.
just,
I used to
just
go to
keep it
church
like
every
that.
Sunday, bro.
Yeah, keep it like that. Keep it squeaky clean.
I played ball in the street, I seen that shit, bro.
Keep it to where the phone calls and the texts ain't gonna be
You
having
hear me,
having
bro?
it too much. Yeah, hey man, I saw you on that goddamn interview, bro.
Like, why did you
Yeah,
answer that question?
yeah.
Well, I ain't say no name, but they know who you
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh man,
Yeah,
no,
man,
but
my family too big, man. I can't say.
listen, I like I said, I like to keep the questions just like on a less street and a less personal level because like it's just like you got to see these people after you get offline and 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 another other than that, it's like I don't want nobody coming up to me being like, nigga, who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nobody.
And see, look, think about it. It's journalism, so
Yeah,
all you doing is
definitely.
asking a question. Can't
Exactly. That's
nobody
why.
get mad at the interview. The interviewer,
Listen,
like nobody can get mad at him.
that is exactly why I don't understand why anybody gets mad at Vlad because Vlad is just asking
He not
questions. If
making
they
you
don't want
answer
to
none of this shit. Like he
if they
playing.
don't want to if they don't want to answer their question, just say I don't want to answer the question, or I'm not talking about that.
Right,
Plain
right,
and simple.
right.
People are sitting
But
up
you know
there.
what though? They just be so happy to be on that platform. They don't even be thinking. Cause see,
Yeah,
Vlad know when to ask you these questions. I'll be
yeah,
paying attention.
exactly,
He gonna slide in there
exactly,
like, so where you was when that happened?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, I was in the car with my homie.
Like boy, shut your ass up, man. God 12 watching, boy. God damn.
Then when you put it out, it's already too late, bro.
Yeah, man. That's why I always there's like a rapper that was on there and he was asking them questions and Duke was just what is his damn name? Longway Pee Wee Longway. Bro, go look this up. This man Vlad asked him like a dumb amount of questions about like gangster shit and all and crimes and shit like that. And Buddy was just like, "Oh, bro, I ain't did none of that. I don't know nothing about that."
Yeah, look,
He
oh yeah,
just
Pee Wee Longway was like, he kept saying, I don't know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Hey man, I don't know nothing about that. I rap. All I do
Right,
is rap.
right.
Oh man.
He was like, I really like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, oh
Yeah,
bro, I don't know nothing about that. It's just rap. This is
yeah,
rap.
yeah,
I
I
don't do
don't know about
nothing.
none of that. He tried to answer. He tried to ask so many times, bro.
Oh my god.
But
But
that's
and then he even
mm.
and then he even noticed he was like, oh, see y'all, I'm not the police. I asked him the questions and he yeah. Yeah, man.
In the interrogation room, they ask you questions too.
Exactly. See?
You ain't gotta answer those either.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta answer that shit.
Exactly. Those are facts.
You
Those
know,
are those are you just telling
like my
facts.
nigga,
You
man,
that
they ask questions in court too now.
man. But you got but see with that also you got to figure out, they're going to ask the questions a certain way and it's just kind of like you got to make sure you pick up on it.
Always take a while to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Think a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, how I'm gonna approach this answer right quick. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Every single
Exactly.
time. Every single time.
Yeah. That's why I'm just keeping it at like, because you had told me like, hey, bro, like, ask me these type of questions. Because I was like, you remember I told you when I DM'd you, I'm like, bro, I know like you do like a whole bunch of interviews, and people be asking like the same exact shit all the fucking time. You know, I
Yeah,
know I know like from like just like looking at different like interviews of my favorite artists that they just be asking the same fucking bullshit. So it's like, hey,
yeah,
what do you want me to ask you, or what shouldn't I ask? You know, that
yeah.
type of thing.
Right. Because I know,
You
like,
know,
I know I'm an open book, but what I tell people is that I like to mainly be asked questions based on getting people to really know me and know my mission.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
the mission is the most important thing. So talk about the mission or whatever. Yeah, we can talk about my upbringing and stuff like that. And you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, I mean, let's be honest, nigga. I grew up in the hood, bro. I done seen some shit. Like everybody done seen some shit. You ain't gotta be from the
Yeah.
hood to see some shit. Like, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Living in
Definitely.
America, you gonna see some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's
Yeah.
one thing I learned. So I mean, we all see some shit. You know what I'm saying? So and my thing is like, is that beneficial with the message you're trying to put out there? You know what I mean? Like, so that's the whole thing with that shit, bro. Like, I don't mind answering any question, but I
Mm.
just be seeing dudes answering shit. I'd be like, why the
They
fuck
just
is
wanted. They just wanted to answer the question. They didn't want to.
right?
They didn't want to leave it
Happy
on
to be here, you
pause.
know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Answer whatever. Okay. Crazy motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, do you think it's too late to do certain things like in your own life, and why?
Certain things like what?
Certain things that you, I don't know, maybe there was probably something you wanted to do 5 years ago, and now it's probably something that you're like, I can't see myself doing that shit now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. It's funny you said that because my mama lived by a golden quote. My mama
Mm,
had a quote saying, "Long as you living, it's never too late."
mm, mm,
So,
mm,
and I
mm.
live by that. So it ain't too late for me to do
Yeah,
shit. Like,
yeah.
nah, you know what I'm saying? Well, probably shit. I mean, I don't know. Probably join the gang. I don't know. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? Like, some shit
Uh,
like that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't too late for me to do nothing, man. Like, whatever I want to
yeah.
do, I do it. That's one thing about me though. Whatever I want to do, I really be doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word,
So,
word, definitely.
yeah.
Okay, so even going with that, like, do you believe that your life is complete, or do you think that there's more doors to open?
Oh man, no, it's far from being complete. You know, I think that I haven't really served my purpose yet, but I think I'm
Mm.
working on it. Um, Hopefully my purpose be served and fulfilled when I'm old. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course, yeah.
Uh, you know, but it's always a new chapter, bro. Like
Hmm.
you may serve that purpose in it right here, but then there may be another purpose for you to serve. Like, you know what I mean? Because you
Mm.
always growing, you ever changing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
um, and when you change, like you have a different mindset and you more knowledgeable, and now you could branch off and go to this aspect over here, and so you could serve a purpose over there now. You know what I mean? So, you'll be amazed
Mm.
at how much and how far you can go. You'll be amazed at how
Mm.
much you can do as well. So, yeah, I don't think that I'm nowhere near.
Mm. So you said you were saying something about purpose. So some people believe that if life has no purpose, then there is no reason for living. While others think that if life has no purpose, that frees a person to find, create, and follow their own personal purpose. Which is a more valid point of view? Or are they both equally valid, in your opinion?
I don't believe in if life have no purpose, then it's not worth living. Because I believe for sure that life actually has a purpose. It's your mission
Mm-hmm.
to find out what your purpose is. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Don't settle for, man, I just can't find my purpose is, so it just don't have one. Don't settle for that.
Mm.
You have to look, you have to seek things. Sometimes a lot of things don't be in front of your face, bro. Sometimes you may have people that could get it at the age of 20, And then you may have somebody that can get the same thing at the age of 40 or 50 because they haven't
Exactly.
given up on trying to find what their purpose is, what they
Mm.
calling, or whatever the case may be. Everybody is here for a reason. Now, whatever that reason is, I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's here to keep this world going. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody's purpose is very useful for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have
Exactly.
cooks, you have people that drive, you have people that lay streets, you have people that build buildings, you have people that do this and do that, and scientists and all this type of stuff. All this type of stuff as a collective is what makes this world what it is today.
Mm-hmm.
And every so often, you get this one person thing that comes and pull the world forward. Martin Luther King, bam, pull the world forward, right? Steve
Mm-hmm.
Jobs, bam, pull the world forward, right? Um, uh, Nikola Tesla, bam, pull the world forward, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All these type of people came at the time they supposed to have came and did exactly what they supposed to have did at that time. And that actually
Mm-hmm.
pulled the world forward. Everything that we see now, somebody came here and did that. Whether they still here or whether they not here anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
somebody had to come here and do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the whole thing when it comes to that. Everybody have a purpose, bro. I'm talking about like it could be 300-400 years ago. Them people had a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They had a purpose for sure. You know what I'm saying? And whatever that purpose was, Harriet Tubman, she had a
Exactly.
purpose.
Had a
You know what I'm
purpose.
saying? So, you know, like, and it's something, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing, and it's just that nobody, nobody should give up, dog. Like, and it's my mission. This is my word to everybody. You have, if whether you believe it or not, you have a purpose. Now, it may not be the purpose that you want. You feel
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It may not be the purpose that you want, but you have one. Accept the one that you have, and then work on getting the one that you want. You know what I mean? Because I
Mm-hmm.
promise you this: like everybody' purpose is here to make their life very fulfilling, very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's life should be hard, bro. If your life hard, 9 times out of 10, you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing.
Come on now.
Don't talk. Don't complain about your job. I hate my job because you work at somebody else's job. That's
Mm-hmm.
somebody else's purpose. You supposed to be doing X, Y, Z, but you settling for doing this. Take what you get and don't complain.
It's true.
You supposed to
And
be a boss. Why you doing this? Take what you get. Don't argue with your boss acting like you know everything. You probably do, because you supposed to be a boss. You
mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But you choosing to work for that person. So take what you get. Everybody got a purpose, bro.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's just I think we all fall short of where we're supposed to be sometimes because certain circumstances, divorces and just different circumstances. And yeah, everybody does complain, but you're right, we all do have a purpose at the end of the day. You
Right,
know, no matter how long it may take,
right.
you we all have a
See,
purpose.
let me tell you this, bro. Life don't come with a manual. We wasn't born with instructions.
These are facts. Yeah.
Things are going to happen. Everything ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
be sweet. You're gonna be
True.
faced with adversity, but it make you stronger when you come up out of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
You could die in your weakness if you want to. That's the easy way to go. You could die in your weakness. Go ahead. Do away with yourself. Just go ahead and say everything is over with and do whatever you got to do if you feel that's what you want to do. And I'm not encouraging none of that. But it's a
Mm-hmm.
choice. You can do it. But the thing is, when you face with these adversities, it toughens you. It makes you stronger. See, when you look at that 80-year-old man, that 80-year-old man been through some shit. And I promise you, he is much different from when he was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Within them 60 years, Pops done went through some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're seeing some things. Yeah.
He done seen some things now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it molded him into being the 80-year-old he is now.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we all have hardships. Ain't nothing special about that shit. Your struggle ain't no better than mine. You know what I'm saying? It's all in how you deal with it and how you come up out of it. Because you would be amazed at how people that came up out of situations that they was in. Afeni Shakur, rest in peace,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
defended herself while she was pregnant
Yeah.
with Tupac on a federal RICO charge. The feds got like a 99% conviction rate. She defended herself and won. You know what I'm saying? How many people you know would have did that?
Shit.
Right. Right. Right, man. They would have took that
Nah.
court-appointed lawyer so fast. You know?
Nah.
You feel me? They would have took that court-appointed lawyer so fast. You know?
Man,
And hope
come
to get
on.
5 years. You know?
Come on now.
That lady was like, I'm not guilty. I ain't doing a day back here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, man. Know thyself is an ancient concept going back much further than Socrates, and it's at the root of much of philosophy. With that in mind, what are the most important things to learn about oneself, or is all self knowledge equal?
The most important thing to learn
Yeah.
is that you're limitless. You don't have a limit.
Mm.
You don't have boundaries. You know what I mean? You can go as far as you want to go.
Mm.
And, you know like knowing what makes you tick, like knowing what triggers you. Self-evaluation, of course. Sit down and sometimes damn to have a conversation with yourself. Some people may say, oh, talking to yourself is crazy, whatever the case may be.
It's
You
not.
know, it's
It's
not
not.
at all. Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not. We
Like
all
having
talk to ourselves.
right.
We all
Having a
talk to ourselves.
conversation with yourself, like, okay, look, I like that, I don't like that, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And bro, like just actually, you know, you know, being being invincible, being indestructible. Don't let this world destroy you. If you don't know yourself, bro, I promise you this. Everything this world gonna throw at you, you're gonna fall for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the world trying to tear you down initially anyway.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, but when you know who you are, you're gonna start to form walls to where it can't really get to you. You know what I mean? You can handle it, but it can't get to you. And that's one
Mm-hmm.
thing. That's one thing about a battle. That's one thing about a journey, a fight. I want to get to you, but not let you get to me.
Mm.
It's hit without being hit. You know what I'm saying? Hit, not get hit.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. Like, self-awareness. Don't be fake. Don't live a fake life, because that shit gonna lead you to a path of destruction. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? All
Facts.
that fakeness, but keep it 100 with your. Just keep it real with yourself. Not caring about how people, not caring too much about how people feel about you. You know what I mean? Because people gonna have their
Mm-hmm.
feelings about you anyway. You can't please everybody. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
Some
The
people will actually
facts.
waste their whole life trying to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, and have your own mind, bro. Like, this is the thing, right? Um, if you sit down and you worry about what people will think or say if you do a certain thing, and that makes you not want to do it because of that, then you are officially a slave to that person. You're gonna live your life for to be validated by that person for their approval. How you ever gonna know who you are if you only doing things to please everybody else? What are you gonna do to
Mm-hmm.
please yourself? How you gonna learn yourself? You so worried about everybody else. So my thing is this: knowing yourself, knowing your limits, and knowing that your
Mm-hmm.
limit is no limit. You know what I'm saying? it's eternal, bro. Like that's the biggest thing for me, dog. Like just know that you limitless, man. You can go as far as you want to go. You could be as powerful as you want to be. Handle your business, bro, and don't worry about what nobody else think about you.
Okay, so finally, we're pretty much almost we're almost out of here. We almost out of here. So tell me about the new project.
Ooh.
Tell me about the new. I know you've been waiting on it. Tell me about the new project, about the songs. What can we expect from it? The floor is yours, man. Go ahead. Do your
Oh
thing.
man,
Do your thing.
KOCgo. It's called No Pain, No Gain, but I'm not spelling it N-O pain, N-O gain. It's K-N-O-W. Like I know pain and I know gain. You know what I'm saying? So it's called No Pain, No Gain. Man, gonna have some records on there. And matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on your platform first. Let everybody know on your platform first. I got a record on there with Lil Kiki. Crazy. Bonkers. And it's some real ish. When you hear that, you're gonna be like, yup, that's him. You know what I'm saying? So man, Lil Kiki heard the joint, loved it, got on there. We going hard. Matter of fact, we talked about the 3 places, my 3 homes, and I got a record for each one of them.
Wow.
Nola Baby, Hello Miss Lou, and A Weekend in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So man, they're gonna have some dope records on there. The record Anxiety gonna be on there, of course. Man, I don't want to give you all the records that's gonna be on there, but we gonna have some fun with this one, and I promise you this, I delivered. I know a lot of people say that, but if you know my background, you know I delivered. And man, and I recorded these in between filming. So
This man the multitask.
Yeah. Recording in between filming, man. So one of my special records on there, everybody gonna think it's a gangster record. I'm letting everybody know now. Everybody gonna think it's a gangster record because I'm talking about shooting, but it's a message. The name of this song, and I want everybody to go look this word up. The name of this song is called Seraphim. If anybody know what a seraphim is, then they're going to get the point. They're going to get the picture. So when you look up what a seraphim is, then you'll be like, oh, okay. The song seemed gangster. That's why I told you, like, I could play that if I want to.
Right.
But it have a deeper meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, like, we going hard with it, bro. And, it's going to be a very special project. So, I'm like 3-4 songs in my next project. You know what I mean? So
this man is 3 steps ahead of the game.
Yeah, man. So, we going hard, man. So I'm gonna try to have my next project out and like this project coming out next Sunday, June 27th.
Okay.
My next project, I'm gonna try to have
June
that thing
27th. I see. I see what you did. I see what you did there. June 27th. H-Tap. I see what you did there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We going hard, man. So
Yeah.
shout out to all my people, man, that really love me and really been supporting me and stuff like that. And I'm getting so much more support now, especially with the anxiety movement.
Right.
I'm getting so much support now, and man, we just working, bro. We just working. Like I'm always somewhere doing something. I be missing so much stuff, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand. You're in your own world trying to get it done. I
I'm
understand, man.
always doing something. So forgive me to my family, friends, and stuff like that if I miss something. But I promise you it's gonna be greater later. I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna make it up to you, man. So yeah, that's what it is, man. No pain, no gain. It ain't no pain, no gain. It's basically saying I know pain and I know gain. You know what I mean? So, can't help one without the other, man. The good and the bad, the yin and the yang. You feel me? So
Right.
that's basically what it's about. I had to play on that, So
So
yeah.
is it more of like a concept is it more of like a concept project, or is it more just like a mixture? Like a mixture, like
It's a mixture. It's a mixture.
Okay.
It's basically at the times I was recording where my mind was, where my heart was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want me to, I can send you a record or two tonight exclusively. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So you can kind of get a feel of, what's going
I don't
on.
mind,
You
man.
know what I
Like,
mean? And, yeah, man, it's real
yeah.
dope. It's real dope. So, man, like, when I sat down and listened to it, I was like, wow, like I really put together something. And somebody told me a couple of days ago, yo, like you like the best unsigned person that I rock with. I'm like, word. They were like, no,
Mm,
like I'm dead serious. Like you really hit my heart with some of the stuff that you be, because I'm not afraid. Like, because they heard, I'm gonna tell you what they did. They seen a
mm,
teleport video. They seen a video to my song called Teleport, and I
mm-hmm,
explained what that video meant. It's the first time I ever explained it. I put it on my Facebook page like a week ago, and it's the first
mm-hmm,
time I ever explained what that video meant, what it stood for. And bro, when people watched it, it was like, so.
mm,
Just to give you a briefing on it, it's about this girl. We living in a post-apocalyptic world in the future, and this little
mm-hmm,
girl is the last embodiment of love. And me, I'm a little bit of love, but I'm trying to guide her to the past to tell the people in the past, like, look, this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If we don't stop doing what we're doing, the world going to be
mm-hmm.
destroyed. So I assisted her I sacrificed myself to assist her on going to the past to find the younger me and tell me what's going on. And so we can actually make the world better while we can before we be destroyed. So that's what Teleport is about.
Damn, bro, you wrote a whole movie as a song.
I know. Hey, look, matter of fact, it's about to be entered into the film festivals too. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats. Wow, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know.
Congratulations,
It was
man.
crazy. Cause look, somebody told me when they saw it, they were like, yo, this is like a fucking movie, bro. Like, you
Yeah,
should put this in a film festival. So I'm like, I could try. You know what I mean? So,
man.
yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that real soon. So shout out to my people, man.
Word. Okay, so besides this record, tell the people what you got coming, or if you can even speak on what you got coming, just brief us a little
Man,
bit on that.
again, no pain, no gain.
Right,
June
of course.
27th. I got a film coming, Fair Play. It's gonna be in the theaters. Red carpet event. That's gonna be in August. I'll keep y'all posted on the exact day. You can catch me on Amazon Prime. I'm doing stage plays.
This
On
man,
there.
this man got an IMDb. He got an
Yeah,
IMDb, y'all.
yeah. I got an IMDb. Yeah, I really
He has
do.
a he working. He working for
Yeah,
real,
I got
y'all.
an IMDb, bro.
This ain't no bull. It ain't no bull.
You can look me up, Mark Form. You can look me up and see some of my work on there. More gonna be added to it. My movie, my song Teleport is actually in a movie, so I'm gonna keep y'all I can't say the name yet, but my song Teleport is actually been in a movie, so they love the record. What else I got? Of course, the end of the year. You want me to give them the name right now? The next project. You want me to get into them now?
Listen,
I can
if
get to
you,
it. If
hey,
you
it's
say
up to
go,
you, man.
go,
Hey, KOC,
go.
go.
Ah!
Go, man.
The name of my project. The name of it, bro, is gonna be the kid from First Street, and
Okay.
that's the street I grew on when I was a kid. So I'm still that kid from First Street. So
Man, okay.
that's gonna be the next project, kid from First Street. So man, that's gonna be crazy, and ain't no telling who gonna be featured on that one. You know what I mean? So,
Man.
but we gonna be busy. We getting busy, man. And yeah, man, that's what I'm working on. And plus, like I'm doing my own movie too. So
Hmm?
yeah, I'm working on my own
Okay.
film. Yeah, full
Okay.
length movie. So I'm gonna be doing that too. So be hitting people up with more of these. Starting something called an anxiety box. So it's
Mm.
gonna be different merch that's in this box. So I'm gonna be doing that in a couple of months and stuff like that. And man, we getting busy, bro. We getting busy.
Man. You move you moving like Speedy Gonzalez out here, man.
Yeah,
You ain't
man.
stopping. I see you, man.
Yeah, I can't
I
do it.
just
Can't do it.
wanna I just wanna thank you for like giving me this time. I know you're a busy man, and you got so many more interviews you got going.
Mm.
But I really appreciate this, and just to let everybody know where they could find you, your social media, your website. whatever. Let them know.
Oh yeah, man. Catch me on Instagram at KOCgo. Everything is KOCgo. Actually, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Well, Snapchat is Cloud9, KLOWDIX KOC. So Cloud9 is my other clothing line. Man, we about to be in Zoomies. Matter of fact, we already in Zoomies. We in one of them, but we about to be in multiple, and we moving units all across the globe. So you can holler at that KLODIX. You know what I'm saying?
This man's
Cloud9.
name is everywhere, huh?
Yeah, man. So we
Man's
gonna
name is everywhere,
yeah,
man.
we doing some stuff, bro. We
Yeah,
doing some stuff,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it, man.
But like I said, man, I appreciate you giving me this time, man. And hey, you know, if there's any like the door is always open if you want to sit down, do an interview, whatever,
So
man.
this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do. When a
Yeah.
project come out, we're gonna do an interview. We're gonna do a review. A
Okay.
review of the
All right.
project. That's real. We
That's
can
a
do that.
bet. That's a
Got you.
bet. You got my word on that, man.
Got
I ain't bullshitting on that.
you. Got
You
you.
got
We
my
gonna do a
word.
review. Yeah.
All right, man. Yo, man. Salute to you. Take it easy. Like I said, man, the door is always open whenever you wanna. You know, I'm no stranger.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'm no stranger. You got my number. You know, I hit you up. You hit me up. Whatever, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate this time and thank you for
Man,
this. Thank
appreciate you,
you.
bro. Thank you for having me, dog.
All right, bro. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
dude. Take it easy.
All right, man.
All right.